contact at GhanaTalksRadio.com or call +233
Watch it.
Well, Gobe is the real deal.
Join us on Ghana Talks Radio. Let's serve you a buffet of breakfast.
From news headlines review, current affairs to social issues,
Entertainment, sports, and all the trending stories live on our mobile app and across all socials from Monday to Friday 7 a.m. to 10 a.m.
With me, Pakwesi Omare,
Regina Bless,
Deborah Adoso,
and I am Esinal Fiagbedu. This is Ghana Talks Breakfast Show. This is Ghana Talks Breakfast Show, your morning companion.
Good morning, Ghana. Good morning, lovely listeners of Ghana Talks Radio. It's yet another beautiful Thursday morning, and you are welcome to the Ghana Talks Breakfast Show right here on Ghana Talks Radio. You are also welcome to the news headline review. Here we bring you all the relevant stories that matter to you every morning right here on the Ghana Talks Breakfast Show. Joining me this morning on the news headline review is Ms. Debbie Adoso and Ms. Regina Bless. I remain your host, Ruth Esenam Fiagbedu. Good morning, ladies.
Good morning.
How are you doing, Ms. Regina?
I'm good, you.
I'm fine. Ms. Debbie?
The grace is sufficient.
Oh, we bless God for that. Hallelujah, somebody.
Amen.
Amen. All right. Are you ready for me? Let's dive into a major news item for this morning. In Kwanta North, NP proposes 50 pesos levy to tackle waste crisis. The Sanitation and Water Resources Committee of Parliament has called on government to separate the current 10 pesos sanitation levy from the energy sector levy and raise it to 50 pesos to better address the nation's sanitation problems. In Kwanta North, MP John Oti Bless explained that the lack of dedicated funding mechanism is hampering efforts to manage waste as many metropolitan, municipal and district assemblies are unable to work effectively with waste management companies after the cancellation of the Yen Zoomlion contract, that is the YEA Zoomlion contract. Speaking to the press on Tuesday, August 19, 2025, the committee chairman stressed the urgency of a reliable financing plan. He mentioned, I suggest we raise the levy to at least 50 pesos and allocate part of it to the National Youth Employment Agencies so that they can recruit more workers. For instance, my district receives about 200,000 Ghana cedis to tackle sanitation. But according to the directors, that amount is far from enough. Without a dedicated funding stream, we cannot resolve these challenges, he noted. And that was coming from the Water, Sanitation and Water Resources Committee of Parliament. And they are urging government to separate the current 10 pesos sanitation levy from the energy sector levy and raise it to at least 50 pesos, arguing that the current arrangement is inadequate to tackle Ghana's sanitation challenges. The committee chairman and MP from Kwanta North, in the person of John Bless Oti, explained that the absence of a dedicated funding mechanism is hampering sanitation efforts nationwide. He also noted that many metropolitan, municipal and district assemblies struggle to work with waste management firms following the cancellation of the YEA Zoom Lion contract. And then he also suggested that they raise the levy to at least 50% and allocate part of it to the National Youth Employment Agencies so that they can recruit more workers. And he made instances where his district receives about 200,000 Ghana cedis to tackle sanitation, but that amount is far from enough. So without a dedicated funding stream, we cannot resolve these challenges. So this is another levy he's proposing they should add to the ordinary Ghanaian, which is 50% to tackle waste crisis. Ms. Debbie, do you think as we Ghanaians we are ready, looking at the standard of living right now? The drivers are already paying the 1 city levy, they're already complaining. They've taken it in good faith. I think the complaint has come down a bit, and now Nkwanta MP is proposing that we should pay additional 50% levy to solve waste crisis. We know waste crisis is actually a big crisis, unlike how we are facing Galamsey right now. Do you think the taxpayer is ready for that money, or government should just look for another money to sort out that issue?
Even if you are not ready, you should be ready.
Oh, really?
Yes. And you know, sanitation is one thing that we have to pay so critical attention to. Sanitation in this country, I feel like we are not treating it with much urgency, because just like the way we give other attention to other staffs, we don't really give attention to sanitation. Me, I won't even go far. Let's take Accra for instance. We hail and praise Accra to be the capital town of Ghana. I don't see anything here that makes it so, big enough to make it a capital town, although all the work and everything you find is here. But when it has to do with sanitation, it's bad. It's very, very bad though. On a street flooded with rubbish, flooded with like a whole lot. And it's as if we don't have people who do that. We have them, but the problem is, are they well paid? Because some time ago we heard, when was it Manasseh Azure that brought out an expose that these Zoom Lion workers are not being paid well. I think they are being paid 200 cedis a month. 200 cedis a month, what do you hear? So if you are paying me 200 cedis a month, then it means I'm not going to do the work well. Even if I'm supposed to do it, I'm not going to do it wholeheartedly. So with the 50% that Oti Bless is suggesting, we have to apply by it. Even if we are see the tax, we are already paying it.
Yeah.
That one day we are already paying it. So when they're adding 50%, we should be ready to pay it. But my problem is, when we pay that money, are we going to see much improvement in our sanitation when it has to do with everything about sanitation? Are we going to see improvement? You go to our marketplaces and see. It's bad. Marketplaces that we purchase food from. And then you look at the environment where these traders are selling. Sometimes you go in to buy food, but you even buy sickness. Because they are sitting down in filth. Let me take Mala Market for instance. You go there and then you see only one dustbin, one Zoom Lion container.
Yes.
One Zoom Lion container. And look at the number of traders at Mala Market. And they are using only one Zoom Lion container. It's got to a time when you're from the outskirts of Mala Market, this side, first gate, this side, there is this drain. That was when they have been dumping the refuse. It was recently they came to clear that refuse and everything from that place, so it looks neat now. So with the 50% there, we are I don't have a problem with repaying the 50%. So, but the problem is, after we pay the 50%, are we going to see improvement on that? Are we going to see improvement? Is our sanitation, everything about sanitation, going to improve far more than what we are experiencing now? When we pay it, are they going to double the salary of these Zoom Lion workers? Because mind you, Zoom Lion does not get a straight connection with the government. They have an intermediary, and that intermediary is the Zoom Lion company. they take the money from the government, and then through them, these Zoom lions are get paid. And according to what Manasa Azure said, they are taking more, but they are giving these Zoom lion workers less. And these people are supposed to keep the system clean. Of late, I don't even see them on our streets again.
They are no longer with the government again. Oh.
Yeah, they are no longer with the
They are no longer with the government.
No.
Have they come to declare that they are no longer with the government? Because I didn't
I
see
mean,
that. I saw
their
that.
contracts has been terminated.
Yes.
Automatically, they are no
Even
longer.
the boss said it was not terminated, it has ended.
It has
And
ended.
there's no renewal.
There's no
Okay, so if there is no renewal, then we should think about something else. But for me, with the 50%, it's okay.
But already they are paying 10% levy as sanitation levy, and now he's proposing that they should add another 50%.
So if you're paying 10% levy and we are seeing no improvement,
So what was that money doing?
that one we should be asking our leaders. That is why I said that the 50% levy, we should pay it. But if we pay it, are we going to see the essence of the money we are paying? That is the problem. We are millions, so we are casting 50% as well. But if millions are paying 50% not every day, every seconds, because that taxes
yes.
is not as if me mouth. No words here. The water we buy, we pay taxes on it.
Yes.
Every little thing you buy, there is taxes. There is tax on it, because when you buy water, you see that thing on the top. There is something like
QR code.
yes, that's a tax. That's a signal of you paying a tax on the water that you buy. So each and every seconds we pay taxes. So with the 50% there, for me, any a problem. But the issue is after we pay the 50%.
We should see some
Yes.
improvements in our waste issues. Miss Regina,
Producer, producer wants to punch the bee. Oh, all right. So with the 10% levy, I think March 2021, and I almost started so much, and it was brought up to combat our sanitation issues. Now the question is, what did they do with that 10% levy? What did they do with that 10% levy? And I learned it was the levy was implemented under the energy sector levy, and automatically, drivers for nature are levy, 10% drivers for nature. And now they want to propose another 50% levy. Okay. I feel that in as much as we want to, should I say, make sure that our sanitation crisis is being combated, we also need to question ourselves. If at that time, 2021, you were taking 10% levy, what has that 10% levy generated into? What is the impact, the benefit? How did we benefit from that 10% levy? We need to ask ourselves that. It's just like someone, you going to see a businessman and proposing a business plan to this person. At the end of the day, the person has given you a capital to start with. You starting with the capital. At the end of the day, you come back to the person to tell the person that, oh, I need another sum of money. You need to account to the person. This and this and this is what I use the money for. This is what the money has generated into. But we are not seeing anything of that sort. So now you come back to tell us that you need to implement another 50%. 50% in addition will be 60%.
yes.
Ebia, we would say ensure that you but little drop of water makes a mighty ocean. It
Exactly.
would become a huge sum of money to help us combat our sanitation problem. No one has no one has a problem with that, but we are not seeing the benefit of the levies these people are taking. Fine, we have issues with our waste management. The way waste are being managed in this country is a no. As sanitation minister, also nothing. So that 10% is not there. They need to account to us, and I'm sure up to now, people are these drivers are still paying the 10%, the 10% levy. So if you want to implement another levy, you need to make sure that you are able to account for the already existing levy.
Right.
You tell us the benefit of it. It's like sorry to bring this up, the e-levy. Ghanaians didn't see any benefit of e-levy. Then just imagine this current government says we are bringing back e-levy. Would it make sense to you?
No,
It wouldn't. So if you are bringing up any levy, the levy there, you've already written it down. Theory aspect of it, it looks commendable. It looks attractive. But what of the practical aspect of it? So they really need to look.
Yeah. He also made mention that his if for instance a municipal assembly is already struggling with the kind of money they give them, like 200,000 Ghana cedis, and it's far from enough. What's the assurance that if we start paying the additional 50 Ghana and the 50 pesos is going to, what's the guarantee that there's going to be a change? Because already they are giving you some money and you are saying it's not enough, and we are not seeing shit.
I wanted to add something.
Okay.
He is only bringing out a suggestion. He's not the one to account to us that maybe at the 10% we took before, this is what it has been used for. He is only suggesting. So if the government will implement this 50% we are talking about, mind you, he's not going to sit in his home. It will be in Parliament, and they are going to debate on it before it will be implemented. And it is the government that will have to explain that the 10% is not emoji, and this is what they use for. But with OT Bless, he cannot account to us that maybe 10% is not emoji, yes.
And we are not saying he should account for it.
We are not saying he should.
What you said, no, it's as if you say he should come and account to us.
No,
it's actually a proposal he brought, and she's equally sharing her opinion, not per se that maybe they've implemented it or they are imposing it on anybody to implement. I hope you're okay. All right, moving on to our next news item. DVLA boss proposes formalizing work of Guru Boys. The Chief Executive Officer of the Driver and Vehicle Licensing Authority, Julius Nikwe Kote, has announced plans to regulate the activities of middlemen, commonly called Guru Boys, who operate around DVLA offices. Mr. Kote acknowledged that despite repeated attempts to eliminate their presence, these middlemen continue to thrive. He explained, "We still have Go Boys around. My proposal is to formalize the operations, not as DVLA staff, but so we can regulate what they charge." He noted that past administrations tried addressing the issue through initiatives like the Ultra Center, which allowed agents to handle applications on behalf of clients. However, many middlemen exploit the system by adding excessive fees to the official charges. Outlining his proposal, the DVLA boss stated that the plan is to register and formalize the work of these middlemen, enabling the authority to supervise the operations and regulate charges. And this is coming from the CEO of DVLA in the person of Mr. Julius Nikwe Kote. He says he wants to formalize the work of Girl Boys, middlemen who help process DVLA documents, often at high unofficial fees. This is what the Girl Boys actually do. And now he's coming out that he wants to formalize their work. Instead of fighting to eliminate them, which has failed in previous governments, in past administration, he proposes to register them as official agents, regulate their fees, and monitor their activities. The aim is to bring order, fairness, and transparency to the operations while preventing exploitation of applicants. Do you think it's a good idea to legalize these middlemen? Because these people are unprofessional, and then they charge at outrageous prices, which we term as illegal. So why not they channel more energy into eliminating these people rather than legalizing their process or their business, because it's illegal? Because if I should go to the DVLA for my documents, the price that they are going to charge me is going to be less, in as much as it's going to delay. These Girl Boys are going to charge you at outrageous prices and still get a job done in a microseconds. And we say these people are illegal. So do you think it's a good idea to regularize these people, Miss Regina?
Okay. All right. So I would say it's a good idea to maintain these people, the Guru boys. He himself has said the efforts being put in from both the past administration and this new administration has been, should I say, in vain. Yeah, it has been in vain. See, these Guru boys, in as much as they are charging outrageous prices, I feel like at the end of the day, they deliver the job.
They deliver the job.
Yes. And ABR, one or two corruption goes in and out. And I don't think that this corruption that goes on, the Guru boys are the only people benefiting from it. Because at the end of the day, they still go back to these DVLA officers and make sure that whatever documentation they are doing comes out as a success. So I feel like they need to rather maintain these people, put them through training, and set standardized fees and clearly defining permitted activities. There are certain things they can't indulge themselves into. So first off, you make sure that you train these people. You make them acquire the knowledge they are supposed to acquire. Then also you set a standardized fee for them. This is what you are supposed to take from these people. And I think the same way these transport operators do, they already have a list of the transportation fees. From here to here, this is what you are supposed to take. From here to here, this is what you are supposed to take. At the end of the day, they bring it out for the public to also see, because at the end of the day, these public people are the ones who are supposed to pay. So I know what I'm supposed to pay, so no one can dupe me or take any excessive money. So why not train these people, set prices for them, and you publish the fees? So what they can't way by saying we're not budget. And the people out also know say when I was a meet, and he says I'll go boy no cause me do more than you can't pay. You are not supposed to pay because you know the rightful amount you are supposed to pay. These people, this is the little thing they are also doing to make sure that they put food on the table. We always talk about employment opportunities. Sometimes you find opportunities at the least expected places. So these Guru boys, this is what they are also doing. In every institution, you will Guru boys, no, but in every institution you find an intermediary, someone who is a middleman. It is there. Even if you are going to get your passport, nipa no dex hono, nipa ni intermediary for you to get whatever you want to get. So for them to eliminate them, I don't think that's a good idea. It would rather increase corruption. They will now now set outrageous prices. So they should just accept them.
They should just accept them and regulate their prices. All right, Mr. B.
Okay, so what we are seeing now, we have made it so. These Guru boys, we have made it so. We have.
Why are you saying we have?
Yes, we have actually paved the way for them to exist.
But what did we do?
But what did we do? The Guru boys, we paved the way for them. I don't know how I explain it for you to understand. We've paved the way for them for them to exist. And should I say that it's because we are not doing our work right or what? Because how can it be a middleman when we actually have the official people officiating their business? And then we still have middle people who are not, legally accepted. It's not as if, so should we say that the DVLA does not know that we have these people? They know. And I'm sure this has been in existence for long, for like up to now. And these Guru boys have a means of, persuading you to come to them rather than going to the DVLA. Especially when you have people that want to actually operate in illegal terms and they don't want to pass through the right procedures. They go to these Guru boys and it's very easy for them. Because when you have about court DVL and they will be asking you a lot of questions you know no answer to. And you actually know that this thing you are doing is actually illegal. And so I feel like these people, taking them out of the system will be very, very difficult. Will be very, very, very difficult. They're in the system, and it's as if they've come to stay. So now that they've come to stay, and we've also tried our possible best to shoot them out, and they are not shifting out, what do we do? What do we do then? The best thing we can do is, as the statement read, maintain them and let them pass through the right procedures. You know, most of these Goro boys, they are good though. They are good. I feel like they just need some sort of education. Maybe what they are doing is actually what the DVLA people are doing, but not in the right procedures. Most of them have this fair knowledge about that. So since we are shooting them out and still there is no positive result, the best thing we can do is let them pass through the right procedures, educate them on the right thing to do, and then we maintain them in the system. That is the best thing we can do. If not, we'll try to push them out and still they'll be in the system.
But how are you going to make sure that they are not taking outrageous prices?
They are not taking that. There should be a supervision. There should be a strict supervision. There should always be someone from the DVLA office or someone who comes around to ensure that these people are actually doing the right thing. And we should create a system where if these people will actually be maintained to operate as they used to do, but educate them, we should create a system where if the person is issuing something to you, even when I'm in the DVLA office, whatever transaction goes on, I see it. You get what I'm trying to say? Just like the way yesterday they said they are creating a system where landowners can actually be transaction that has to do with land issues and all that will be kept because they are bringing out a digital system. So I feel like with these Goro boys, there should be a system like that. So if an officer in a DVLA office, it's just like you having a boys under you who work for you. So they are on ground working, the system and everything is set. Whatever goes on there, you see it, even if they are doing something, but there is an indication in your office that these people are doing something wrong. And whatever punishment
that's going to be difficult.
It's going to be difficult, but we have to.
It's just like the passport issue too.
It's going to be difficult, but we have to see. If we continue to give this excuse of, but how are we going to do this? We will never go forward.
But with the existence of the Goro boys, would you blame the management of DVLA of not maybe delivering or being competent enough? Because some of the complaints were that they don't get the job done on time. Sometimes you want to get your license and it's going to take you like ages. So would you blame DVLA's management or maybe perhaps the government?
Should I blame
for the existence of this group? Because assuming they were doing their work right, we wouldn't be in a situation like this.
I think it has to do with it too. Both
the government and then the DVLA.
Yes, it's just like those times when you are going in for your passport. You know you can go for your passport today. 3 years kana on Sankan. And like you'll be moving in and out like that.
Back
transportation, they take you money and stuffs. And it's now they are trying to change that kind of sort. But I believe that when we are talking about bringing about this whole digital system, a lot has to go into it. A lot has to go into it. It shouldn't be about digitizing your market, but we should be digitizing things like this. Because things like this is actually causing the system a lot. Imagine people who does not pass through the right procedures, watch them. They always do things anyhow, anywhere. Because they believe that they've not passed through the right procedures. You cannot come and attack them or anything. So the DVLA and the government needs to be blamed. In as much as we want them to retain these people, the government and the DVLA should also sit down and then pin out what they have not been doing work for this past years, and then they correct them. They right their wrong. And then as well, maintain these people, educate them. Best thing, digitize the system. We'll maintain them and still now. They will still pass dubious ways to get their money.
All right, thank you. On to our last story. GRA to launch nationwide tax education campaign for informal sector. The Ghana Revenue Authority is set to roll out a nationwide tax education campaign by the end of 2025. with a special focus on the informal sector. The campaign seeks to make tax concepts easier to understand, therefore improving compliance and expanding the country's tax base. Speaking at the Third Society for Women in Taxation conference in Accra, Elsie Apau, technical advisor to the Commissioner General, explained that the initiative will simplify tax information into clear, practical language for traders, artisans, and other informal workers. She emphasized the importance of linking tax payments to visible benefits, asking, how do we help the woman at Aboso Kwai, Mala Market, or the one selling at a roadside table in my village see that paying tax translates into better classrooms for children, improved roads, and well-equipped clinics? The chairperson also noted that awareness creation is crucial in encouraging compliance, especially among women. Adding a technological angle, Telecel Ghana CEO Patricia Obo Nai urged the integration of digital tools and machine learning to enhance tax mobilization within the informal sector. They want to educate people, Makola markets, and anybody at all involved in informal trading or informal business. They want to launch a nationwide tax education campaign by the end of 2025, targeting these people, the informal sector, which makes up the bulk of Ghana's economy, because these people are seeing money every day, unlike the corporate work that at the end of the day before, you get to take their tax out. The aim is to simplify tax information using practical languages that these traders and informal workers can easily understand. And officials stress the need to show people the direct benefits of paying tax, like better schools, road, hospital, clinics, and whatsoever, to encourage people to pay the tax. And this campaign will also adapt digital tools to strengthen tax mobilization. Would this vote, agree to that?
They will.
In as much as they are aware that they are paying tax. But here lies the case. Maybe every month they'll be taking it from them, maybe digitally, maybe through Momo or something. These partially traders, I wouldn't use the word illiterate. They are not really intellects.
They've been paying taxes all this while.
Like indirectly.
Indirectly, they do pay taxes. We have government officials that work in the market. They pay taxes. They pay taxes for where they see to sell.
I think that's dues or
dues, but they still pay tax. We have people, they have a name they call them. We have people who walk about in the market. They take taxes from these market women. But you see, most of them do not really understand why they're supposed to pay taxes. They feel like taxes is meant for literate. It's meant for people with white collar jobs. People with working in big offices. People driving big vehicles. They don't understand why. Yesterday when I saw this, I was quite happy. Like, they need to know why they are supposed to pay taxes.
But do you think education alone is enough to convince these people to pay tax? Because here lies the case, you and I are even paying tax, and we don't even see what our tax is.
Education alone is not enough, but practical things also count. He stated in there that they are supposed to know that the taxes we pay are used in building schools for students, the government schools, the buildings, the infrastructure. Even though papa,
are we seeing it? That's the issue. Are we seeing it?
We are not really seeing it.
Are we seeing the good roads?
Are
we seeing it?
We are not seeing it. So you see, what they are bringing on board there is actually a good thing, but it's going to hit back at them harder. So you see, before the government goes in to do all this, they have to ensure that they are also doing their part. Like, you are supposed to convince these people, say, because sometimes when you go to interview these people, they'll be like, sometimes they don't want to talk, or not as if they don't have what to say, but like they have a lot to say, but they feel like it doesn't get anywhere. So we need to sit these people down. Talk to where you're quite certain people are so good in this local language. You don't say me because papa. You say people are so good in local language who will see, and it's not only cheap. People are good in airware. We have markets, and yet we have Ewe, we have guns, we have Fantas. So you get people with this diverse languages. They go there and then they speak to these people, break it down, let them understand. And be prepared though, because they'll be throwing questions at you.
Exactly.
They've already been paying some and they are not seeing anything.
They are not seeing anything.
And this market women we are talking about lives in a remote village where their children have to walk like 10 miles to access education. Are they not part? They are part. They go to the market to sell. The food they harvest from their farms, they don't sell it at the farm. They go to the market, they pay tax for it, but they don't see its positive impact reflecting in their community. So be prepared. Be prepared to answer a lot of questions, because see, the market women, we see them to be, daft. They are not.
They are not.
Most of them are very intelligent. The kind of questions they will ask you, if you're not, sometimes when you go to even interview these people, look at the questions they ask you. Like, you just have to sit down and think about something very fast, and then you give them an answer to convince them before they can even speak.
Exactly.
So sitting at the market doesn't mean that they are not intelligent. About the calculation, some of them can even calculate without calculator. So you are supposed to be very, very prepared. What the government is bringing is good, but they should do the right thing. What's tax for what? And see, even at the marketplace, some of them do not have a place where they sit.
And they're expecting that the government should use these taxes to actually come and fix.
Yes, and you're saying that they should come with another tax.
Another tax that they will not see the benefit of it. If people see what their tax is doing, they'll pay without even complaining.
Yeah, they don't even need the government to come and explain to them why they need to pay.
We are already seeing evidence of what you are doing.
Yes.
So why then do I have to?
So it's a whole lot.
It's a lot. As you said, people should brace themselves up. Especially with this market, when they'll ask you questions that will even blow your mind. Miss Reggie, briefly share your opinion on this.
Yeah, so before you go about educating people on the importance of paying taxes, you need to make sure that you are also doing your part. What are these people seeing in regards to the tax? What are the benefits? As you are all saying, some of these people don't even have places to even sit. Most of the roads are not good, and other necessary and petty stuffs we are all talking about. So before the government goes out to make sure that these people are being convinced to know the importance of paying tax, they also need to make sure that they are also doing their parts and they are doing it rightly. They need to make sure that they are being transparent, because when the e-levy issue came, most of these people were very angry. We all think that these people are illiterate, but they are very, should I say, intelligent. Yeah, they are very intelligent. When Debbie was talking about the calculations, I remember I went to a Mala market one time and I bought a whole lot of things. Papa, my menu calculate me. I feel I'm got my phones and make calculation. I was, should I say, embarrassed, but I had to hide it. So these people, they are very intelligent, and we shouldn't think that we can play on their intelligence. So the government needs to do their parts. Yeah,
prepare themselves a lot, so that however they are going to convince these people to change, maybe their mindset or the kind of perception they have about paying taxes right here in this country. They have a lot of work to do. Whoever that is going to educate these people, the government has a lot to do, and they have to be very transparent with us when it comes to we the citizens paying our tax. Transparency and accountability really matters. All right, thank you so much for that beautiful submission, and this is where we bring a close to the news headline review. Up next we have Debbie Ishku.
This is GhanaTalks Breakfast Show, your morning companion.
Welcome to Debbie's Grill, where we talk about issues that concern the state, void of politics, fear, or favor. The new patriotic party flag bearer aspirant, Kennedy Ohene Ejapon, has criticized North Tongue Member of Parliament Samuel Okudzeto Ablakwa, insisting that he must bow his head in shame and apologize for what he described as a deliberate disservice to Ghana over the controversial presidential jet debate. Speaking in an interview and sharing excerpts on his Facebook page, Kennedy Japan said that Blakwa's consistent opposition to the proposed acquisition of a new presidential aircraft under the Akufo-Addo administration was not only misguided but also fueled by partisan motives. According to the outspoken former member of parliament for Asin Central, the unnecessary politicization of the matter by the NDC legislator undermined a critical national interest in light of the recent military helicopter crash that claimed the life of 8 senior officials. So the recent helicopter crash actually claimed the life of 8 people. Kennedy Japan stressed that the long-term economic and diplomatic benefits of acquiring a fit-for-purpose presidential aircraft far outweigh the cost currently borne through luxury chartered flight. So, former member of parliament for Asin Central and aspiring presidential candidate and flag bearer for the New Patriotic Party is calling on Foreign Affairs Minister Okudzeto Ablakwa to apologize to Ghanaians for rubbishing the New Patriotic Party when they were in government. That was when they wanted to purchase a jet for the country, because they made some complaints that the jet was actually having a problem. And so he said Okudzeto should apologize, because what they talked about, they felt like the current administration has also come to power and he's doing same, and so he should apologize. If Okudzeto should apologize, then it means that the MPP needs to also apologize to Ghanaians as well. They need to apologize to us, because you people, you have done more harm to us than good. Was Okudzeto Ablakwa lying when he brought out that statement? No, Okudzeto Ablakwa never lied, and it's true. Former President Akufo-Addo traveled out of the country with a private jet, costing the taxpayer 2.8 million. In an hour, he's paying like 140,000. In an hour. An hour costs like 140,000 at the expense of the taxpayer. That is not my problem. When Ghanaians were actually questioning the New Patriotic Party to explain to us why you went in to rent a private jet, what was the reply they gave us? The reply was that there was no bathroom. There was no bathroom in the Falcon that was left by former President Kufuor. That was what you people said. If I'm wrong, you should correct me. You told us, you said you were bathing in the air. That there was no washroom in the Falcon and a whole lot. That is what you said. That was the reply you gave us. So with this reply you gave us, were you expecting we Ghanaians to fold our hands and watch you? No. See, I believe if you are taking a right decision, that is going to bring a positive impact on yourself and the people that rely on you. If someone outside is trying to rubbish it, you don't listen to them. You were in government and you feel like there was problem with the Falcon, and then someone comes to tell you that you shouldn't be renting a jet because it's costing the taxpayer this amount of money, so you shouldn't rent, and you want to buy an aircraft, and someone is saying no, you shouldn't buy an aircraft because you have already spent money in bathing in the air. You shouldn't listen to the person, because you know that the jet, the craft you are going to, the plane you are going to buy, is not only to your benefit but to government officials that will come and take over after you. That will take after you. That is what you are supposed to think. That is what you are supposed to consider. You said no. I like the fact that he mentioned that politicization. You people said no, and you kept on. Former president did not fly a jet once or twice. He did it severally. He did it. And the most painful aspect was that you people didn't listen to us. Now you're saying Okudzeto should come and apologize for a statement he made. Which statement? Which statement? What should he apologize for? Because President Mahama also flew out of this country with a commercial jet. So he should come and apologize because the safety of the president is a concern. And because we want to purchase out, Mr. President, please, if there is a need to buy a plane, please go ahead and buy it. Because your safety is our responsibility. It's our concern. We will not fold our hand and something bad will happen to you. We will be at loss. We will be at loss. This is not the time we should be politicizing. Okujedo Ablako has made his comments, and you can bash him for whatever reason you have. But we need to purchase a jet. We need to purchase a plane. Because NDC will not be in power forever. No one knows whether they will even come into power again or whether another party will take after them. So the plane they'll purchase today, in the next 8 years or 4 years, 10 years to come, another government takes over and you are going to use it. Whatever he continues, you can. Whatever he started, you come and then you continue. So we should say that because Okujeto Ablako spoke against you people. Intijet in Mayento. We shouldn't buy a plane. You people were the same people that were complaining that President Mahama went with a commercial a flight. You should come and explain why, the number of people he went with, the time he left. What is this? I believe it's about time. See, no one hates you. The MPP, no one hates you. No one is doing politics here. But I believe it's about time you people sit down and then put things in place. The politics we are playing is getting out of hand. Seriously. The dirty politics we are playing in Ghana here is causing more harm to us. We are sleeping. Let's wake up from our slumber and realize that this thing is causing more harm to us as a country. So now, if Okujedo should apologize, you people to come and apologize to us for bathing in the air. Because the commercial flight that President Mahama traveled with is way less expensive than the jetty people traveled with. Did you apologize to we Ghanaians? After that statement, did you apologize? I want to know whether you people apologize to us. No. Okay, fine. Maybe I didn't say it. You didn't apologize to us. You were rather adding petrol to the fire. You never apologized to Ghanaians. And now you're calling on him to apologize. Blah, 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 blah. That one is not a problem. Let's get a jet. We cannot fold our hands and then allow more people to die. In fact, if you're talking about people that played as wicked, we should be counting you. Because if you're bringing out a positive initiative that is going to benefit the country and your opposition is telling you not to do it and you know that it's going to benefit the people, go ahead and do it. You go ahead and do it. And I don't want to say things, but I'm trying to believe that you people is like, a hand in this thing. Because you are the same people that was preventing Mahama not to take the plane of his brother. Forcing him to take the same plane that went to crash. So we should fold our hands. So when will we fold our hands and watch more people die before we take an action? Let's do away with politics. Let's do away with who said this, who didn't say that, who did this, who didn't do that. No. And when I came, the best thing is the deed has already been done. What step are we taking from here? Let's acquire the plane. Because when we do it, Mahama will leave power, whether NPP comes into power, whether CPP, whether PPP, they are going to use that same plane. President Mahama will not leave power with the plane. He's not sending it to his house. It's for the state. It's for the state. Whoever comes after him is going to use it. Please, politics now. Thank you for making time with me on Debbie's Grill.
It's a lot. Today in history,
the Haitian Revolution was a successful insurrection by rebellious, self-liberated, enslaved Africans against French colonial rule in Saint-Dominique, now the sovereign state of Haiti. The revolution was the only known slave rebellion in the human history that led to the founding of a state which was both free from slavery, though not forced labor, and ruled by non-white and former captives. Jomo Kenyatta, leader of the Kenyan independence movement, is released by British colonial authorities after nearly 9 years of imprisonment and detention. 2 years later, Kenya achieved independence and Kenyatta became prime minister. Once portrayed as a menacing symbol of African nationalism, he brought stability to the country and defended Western interests during his 15 years as Kenyan leader. Greenville SC police investigate reports of creepy clowns hanging around a local apartment complex, trying to lure kids into the woods. The story gains worldwide attention and sets off a killer clown panic across the U.S. 1793. Prominent Philadelphia physician Benjamin Rush alerts the city's mayor that an epidemic of yellow fever was fast emerging. By the time the epidemic ended, some 5,000 people had died. Yellow fever, or American plague as it was known at the time, is a viral disease that begins with fever and muscle pain. Next, victims often became jaundiced, hence the term yellow fever. As their liver and kidneys cease to function normally, some of the affected then suffer even worse symptoms. To some few observances: International Day of Remembrance and Tribute to the Victims of Terrorism. It is celebrated to honor and remember those who have been affected by terrorism. It also serves as a day to reaffirm the global commitment to justice, peace, and the prevention of terrorism. The day aims to ensure that victims' voices are heard and their rights are respected. National Senior Citizens, celebrated each year to honor the contributions and achievements of older adults. It is a day to appreciate their wisdom, resilience, and the impact they have had on society. The day also encourages communities to support seniors in leading fulfilling, healthy, and engaged lives. Poets' Day. It is to honor poets and their crafts. It is a day to appreciate the art of poetry and the individuals who create it, whether you are a poet yourself or an avid reader. Lastly, Internet Self-Care Day. It is a day dedicated to using the internet to find resources and tools that support individual well-being and promote self-care practices. This day encourages people to step away from the constant connectivity of the online world and focus on activities that enhance their physical, mental, and emotional health. And that's all for today on Today in History and Observances of the Day, live on GhanaTalks Breakfast Show.
Thank you so much, Ms. Regina Bless, for some observances and Today in History. So today in history, I saw National Senior Citizen, who
adults
in our
society.
in our society.
We need to appreciate them for the impact they've made. So if they've not made any impact, forget them.
Ms. Debbie, do you think?
Why are you shooting your question to me?
Oh no, I'm just asking. Let me seek your opinion on that.
For you to do it, appreciate.
It's a day to appreciate their wisdom, resilience,
Oh, okay.
and the impact they've had
Okay,
on society.
so let's take someone like Kufo. He's an older person in the country. He has been a president before. This man has actually helped. I seem to be someone who is very intellectual. And we still have people there. Oh yes.
He's not in the
Aside Paul. No, let's
Oh
forget about
no.
politics.
I just laugh at the fact that she mentioned that.
Let's forget about politics. He's
Okay.
very intellectual, and then we see people, old young people going to him for like
Advice.
wisdom. So people
But
like
you
this,
know the other party is not going for him for advice.
that is because they don't value him, and Eshime, because the time they will get to realize that they've lost a loss. Ebiana, yeah, of Okochianyame. You get it. So with someone like him, you know, we really appreciate him. But someone like, I'm not going to mention him. Someone like, I'm not saying no.
Okay, Miss Regina, do you have anybody in mind you would like to appreciate today, since today is National Senior Citizens Day? Maybe it could be your mom. I mean, she's a citizen.
Oh yeah,
yeah,
she is.
right?
She has played a role in your life. Right?
Yeah.
So probably my mom,
Your
my
dad.
Your dad.
Yeah.
God richly bless them and
No
to
idea.
any
It's a
adults
plus.
in our lives.
Mm-hmm.
Not only by the hair, the white hair, but
Yes.
the impact they
They are
had.
making. That's true.
Oh, nice.
That's true.
Intellectuals.
We have adults that are a kakra. Then we have.
I'll put off your mic. All right, and this is where we draw the curtains for the first segment of the Ghana Talks Breakfast Show. Thank you so much for joining us. We'll be coming up with the news shortly. Please stick and stay with us.
Are you ready to amplify your business or brand's reach and make a meaningful impact in Ghana and beyond? Partner with Ghana Talks Radio today to connect with a diverse audience across Ghana and beyond. Elevate your brand through on-air promotions and social media. Boost your brand during prime time. With Ghana Talks Radio, you can extend your reach across digital platforms. Ghana Talks Radio is not just a station, it is a community hub where your brand becomes part of the conversation. Join us in fostering connections, celebrating culture, and making a lasting impression. For customized sponsorship packages and enquiries, email contact@GhanaTalksRadio.com or call +233 202 544614. Ghana Talks Radio, giving the youth a voice.
Hello Ghana, hello worldwide, I'm Mr. Level Bam. Now listen, every Tuesday and Friday, beyond the time it's going to carry bro. Our Ghana Talks Radio, 7 p.m. sharp. Now Tuesday, we're gonna talk about our culture, our history. Matuni ding se tete abakwa sem. Now on the Friday, you bars on bars. You better rap, you better say ade. No artists go join me in the studio. We're gonna discuss about music and business. Konya, oh you singer and now you rapper, you think say you get bars. You go fit spit fire. Now listen, make you join me with studios. Our Ghana Talks Radio and yes say then our day. Me say download the Ghana Talks Radio app no our Play Store and the App Store. No tune in and say this is what you say baba live on Facebook, Kointakra, any Ghana Talks Radio page and so now listen. I be your fire. 1 year, Konya, Wading, Jajan.
This is Ghana Talks Radio, the best station rocking the nation. This is Ghana Talks Radio, the best station rocking the nation. This is Ghana Talks Radio, the best station rocking the nation. This is Ghana Talks Radio, the best station rocking the nation. Ghana Talks Radio, #1. We bring you local news, business news, international, sports, and entertainment news. Right here on GTR.
Welcome to the morning news broadcast on Ghana Talks Radio. Coming up, Ashama GPRTU assert right to disputed properties. Government urged to complete stalled infrastructure initiatives. Ghana Journalists Association allows IGP's crackdown on journalist assault. These and many more coming up shortly in business, sports and showbiz. Do stay with us for the detail. The Ashama Private Road and Transport Union says about 0.98 acres of the disputed land belongs to the union and will be developed to beautify the station. Chairman of the Ashama Highway and Trotro branch, Isaac Agama, while speaking to the media, claimed to have legally occupied the line for over 2 decades with the possessions of documents from the Tema Development Corporation to prove ownership. However, the Peaceful Settlers Association assert ownership to the disputed land. This was after a private developer, Alhaji Haruna, is alleged to have encroached on the settlers' properties with the possible backing of local authorities. Despite a court injunction to halt the work, construction is still ongoing.
But I say I do baby you can say develop your assassin na yen sisan the eye of Ashama you can say Ashama aye krabefe after the control remove muda na say p asori so assassin so enti ase na esan ko assembly enti say ko for church letter so mo assassin we be stre public no na say ina Ashama man na say obi a wa Ashama ko no anu say baby assassin won a station obi ani ho a obeka say only say assassin station ye di assassin papers edmaye o TDC 1986 and sana peaceful settlers ebe encroach assassin omu be no 2012 and I court court almost 17 years and sana last year yenna you know ma court transfer assign MOU memorandum of understanding and I yaki wasi record the bia wo ho ye assign your lawyers to bia e wo ho enti ya ni peaceful settle any asem ya assassin no na e pese omo badura assassin no maye omo class assassin no maye na ya develop ho car park so no kwanwa ya lo di bia ya pe car park pese ya car park na public no uba na obedi dua be ya be di car si se le be akwan be ya fe enti na ya frame media no ba we se mo bra na ya trans na ya fire se mo dua ya hia ye any GPRT ebi o ya di cheche mu kakra be ba cheche mi se uko assembly ya si ikofo bi so ma ready assassin na ma GPRT pesa mi ya ni clear wa ya Ashama Highway and Trotro branch the mother union of Ashama enti ya ready ya obi an ready assassin ma ye omo mo ti assassin ni nyina so no enim se assassin ya GPRT ye enti ya sra MP ya sra no eduma pa o ye no on ti aso no ye ya sra MP eduma pa o ye no on ti aso no ye GPRT ye doso.
Member of Parliament for Ketu North, Edem Agbana, has called for an end to the culture of abandoning unfinished projects in the country. According to him, abandoned projects should be completed before new allocations are made. He highlighted on how the New Patriotic Party have left numerous projects incomplete, questioning their moral authority whilst demanding the NDC to complete projects they initiated. Mr. Agbana urges a comprehensive audit of all uncompleted government projects to determine their status, funding and integrity, ensuring transparency and proper use of public resources. He argues that completing abandoned projects would restore hope to communities and promote economic growth, education and healthcare.
We have a challenge, not just with roads, but in every sector where one government starts a project and those projects are not completed, sometimes even within the same government, and yet we award other ones and leave them also incomplete. When you come to even the education sector, and recently when the education committee met Get Fund, I had the cause to complain and I was angry. I was angry, visibly angry, because, Joe, come to Ketu North. You see many projects in schools awarded by Get Fund, awarded by government of Ghana, not completed. Some 30% complete, some 40%, some 80%. They are abandoned. The new year comes, different schools, different projects are captured in the budget, different allocations are made for those new ones. So it's as if as a country, we do not have records, data of projects capital projects being funded by the taxpayers' money. Because when you begin a project as a private individual, I don't think that, Joe, as an individual, you will spend your money, buy land, start building a house, leave it at 70% complete, and raise funds and start a new project when that is being left to deteriorate. And so this culture of starting projects and not completing them, and it is something that successive governments we have seen across from 92. And you see, some of these issues, we must move the conversation, elevate the conversation beyond party lines. Because when I go to a school and I see some of these projects, and yet the students are looking for space. So, for example, come to Ketu North. There's a senior high school called Apipe Senior High Technical. Joe, with all apologies to the old students and the students of Apipe, but for the inscription indicating that it's a senior high school, nothing else shows that that is a senior high school. When you look at the fact.
And that was from the Member of Parliament for Ketu North, Edem Agbana. Minister for Foreign Affairs Samuel Okudzeto Ablakwa has announced that Ghana's macroeconomic stability has been restored with no bankruptcy. He made this statement on August 20th at the Yokohama Investment Forum in Japan, where he addressed Japanese investors and business leaders, attributing Ghana's economic progress to the visionary leadership of President Mahama. According to Ablakwa, sovereign rating agencies have begun upgrading Ghana from junk status. The minister emphasized that Ghana will prioritize economic diplomacy to attract investment and improve citizen lives.
Professionalism in terms of commitment in ensuring that the law takes its course was the attack on our brother Latif Idrisu during the
of Harbourview Estate Resident Association, located in the Sakumono Ramsar site, Tema West Municipal Assembly of Greater Accra. This petition is submitted for
The Ghana Journalists Association has commended the Inspector General of Police for his effort in ensuring that suspects who attack journalists are brought to justice. President of the Ghana Journalists Association, Albert Kwabena Jumfor, praised the IGP for the recent success in prosecuting such cases, stating it as the highest success rate in recent years. The association believes the prosecution of suspects who attack journalists will help promote a culture of respect for press freedom in the country.
Yes, that's in front of Yoko during the arrest of Chairman Tumi, the Ashanti Regional Chairman of the New Patriotic Party. We are aware and we commend them for going after the perpetrators, arresting a suspect in relation to this attack, and processing this suspect before the court. And the court also did not sleep on it. He remanded the suspect into police custody for 2 weeks. In recent years, I can say that this is the highest success we've chopped so far in terms of attacks on the media. And I want to commend.
Property owners at the Sakumono Ramsar site are pleading for clemency as the Greater Accra Regional Security Council (RECSEC) continues to demolish unauthorized structures on the protected site. The demolition exercise, led by Regional Minister Linda Oklo, aims to restore the integrity of the Ramsar site and reduce flood risk in the region. The demolition exercise began on May 27th, targeting structures built on watercourses and wetlands within the Sakumono Ramsar site. The exercise is part of a broader government initiative to reclaim encroached lands and mitigate the impact of flooding in Accra. Nonetheless, over 100 buildings and fence walls have been demolished so far, with owners and developers expressing anguish and resistance. Speaking to GhanaTalks Radio, this is what they said.
We are a community here to speak on behalf of the families, young and old, who are now facing the devastating prospect of losing everything they've worked for. It is pertinent to note that a vast majority of residents are outside the core area, acquired and developed their lands well before 2023. Whilst acknowledging and appreciating the critical importance of preserving Ghana's wetlands, we understand the imperative and recent actions to protect these natural assets for environmental sustainability and future generations. We are begging for an opportunity to rectify the situation. In our earnest desire to contribute positively to both community welfare and environmental preservation, the Harbourview Resident Association is fully prepared to collaborate with the government and implement robust solutions to mitigate potential flooding occurrences and actively restore the wetland ecological function.
Government lenon leleng shipon la ba ye wodi neke ka fi woli asat na jemunin anye kuna ka fi alo ka fi ju onye woli shi fa pe opale ake o ye fa e mami dena kumoni neke ane je ko nunu ba jemeni imba yin bien ne atame bien ne fe bush ni deni aka kumoni ne fe nube ekoko ni ba ekoko lele ekumeni ati ni ko kwe ne yenumi si fe se to boni wo chairman we wo ke previous government tasin ye ni wo we ni bi ye si wo ka wa muna le belake ataki.
In business, the Ghana Cocoa Board has dismissed reports suggesting that cocoa farmers in Ghana earn less than their counterparts in Côte d'Ivoire, insisting that Ghana currently pays the highest farm gate price in West Africa. In a press release issued on August 20th, Cocoa Board said official figures confirm Ghanaian farmers are significantly better off. Ghana's producer price stands at 3,228.75 per 64 kilogram per bag, equivalent to 51,660 per ton. In Côte d'Ivoire, the price is 2,553.38 per bag, equivalent to 3,886. The August 2025 commodity analysis team report shows that Ghanaian farmers are earning 675.38 per bag and 1,806 more per ton. This is not a matter of interpretation, it is a matter of fact, Cocoa Board said, adding that on every key metric, Ghanaian farmers are earning more. A breakdown of comparison has said that per kilogram, Ghanaian farmers are paid 51.65. In Côte d'Ivoire, they are paid 40.85, equivalent to 3.89. Per bag in Ghana, they are paid 315, in Côte d'Ivoire 227. The board stressed that narratives of parity or disadvantage on faculty inaccurate and misleading. Cocoa Board explained that the pricing strategy not only secures fair returns for farmers, but also shields them from currency volatility and reduces the incentive for smuggling across the Ghana-Côte d'Ivoire border. This pricing policy reflects Cocoa Board's unwavering commitment to ensuring fair and rewarding returns for farmers' hard work. It added that Ghana's leadership in the global cocoa industry is being reinforced through both sustainable prices and continued quality. The Forestry Commission has issued the first 6 certificates to 5 Ghanaian companies to export timber and timber products to the European market under the Forest Law Enforcement, Governance and Trade Licensing Regime. The certificates, which are parts of the 131 timber utilization contract ratified by Parliament on June 24th this year, were presented to Samatex Timber and Plywood Co. Limited, Logs and Lumber Limited, JCM Company. also known as a Timber Legality License. The Forest Law Enforcement Governance and Trade License is a document issued by timber producing countries that have ratified a voluntary partnership agreement with the European Union. The FLAG confirms that shipments of timber products have been legally produced under the relevant laws of the country of harvest. It also ensures that timber exported to EU by partner countries is harvested legally, promoting sustainable forest management. The acting chief executive, Paul Bafo-Boni, presented the certificate to the companies at the launch of the FLAG licensing regime on the premises of the Forestry Commission in Accra. The event brought together policy makers, regulators and other players in the forestry sector. Having received the certificate, the companies have begun the process to export timber and timber products to destinations in Italy, Germany, and Tallinn, the capital city of Estonia. The issuance of the certificate makes Ghana the first country in Africa and second in the world, only for Indonesia to export timber and timber products to the European Union market under FLAG license regime. A speech delivered by the Chief Director of the Ministry, Innocent, on behalf of the Minister, Emmanuel Amakofi-Boa, said the launch of Forest Law Enforcement Governance Trade License was a major step towards the sustainable management of the country's forest reserves. He said it was refreshing that the journey to acquiring a FLAG license, which started in 2009 with the signing of a voluntary partnership agreement, had seen the light of day. Mr. Boa said the entire FLAG license process, which spanned many political regimes, meant that through collaboration the country could achieve greatness. He observed that the license was a chance to expand the timber market and ensure that timber resources were sustainably harvested and managed well. Mr. Boa cautioned persons who were engaged in illegal logging and illegal mining to move out of forest zones before the law catch up with them. The acting chief executive of the Forestry Commission, Dr. Brown, said the issuance of the FLAG licensing certificate was a call on companies in the forest sector to get their act together and operate within the legal framework. He also urged all those engaged in illegal logging and other crimes in the forest ecosystem to stop. Finally, Parliament ratified 131 timber utilization contracts, paving the way for Ghana to issue the FLAG license for the export of timber and timber products to the European Union market. The milestone, which was achieved on July 24 this year, put the country in a good position to meet the October 8th deadline set by the EU for trade in timber under the Ghana-EU Voluntary Partnership Agreement. The ratification of the TUCs came as an icing on the cake as the European Union declared Ghana a low-risk country under the European Union Deforestation Regulation. To sports, the Ghana Tennis Federation, in collaboration with Chicago Tennis Academy, has awarded promising Ghanaian junior tennis star now Sisu Makina Tomega an elite training scholarship to support her path towards becoming a professional athlete. Tomegan's rise has been nothing short of impressive. She clinched the Sydney Cat Junior Open and the 16 girls title, pulling off a dramatic comeback to beat top-seeded Tracy Ampar 4-6, 6-3 and 10-6 in a super tie breakdown. Her determination and composure marked her as one of Ghana's most exciting young talent. More recently, she added a historic achievement to her resume by winning the ITF World Tour Juniors event in Accra, becoming the first Ghanaian female to do so. Battling through a tough 3-set matches, she defeated Nigeria Comfort Yakubu 6-2, 6-7 and 6-2 before a raucous home crowd. With the backing of the Ghana Tennis Federation and this new scholarship chance, Tomegan's potential can flourish on the global stage. The scholarship will give her access to world-class coaching, training facilities and competition, paving the way for future international success. The president of the Ghana Olympic Committee, Richard, shed light on what this brings to the other disciplines in the country. The scholarship offers Sisu a one-year stay in the U.S. with her mother as she trained to become the next tennis star in the country. Kumasi Asante Kotoko Sporting Club have lost their opening game in this year's Kaoga Top 4 competition after falling to Bibiani Gold Stars. The competition, which features the top-ranked teams from the immediate past Ghana Premier League campaign, kicked off on Wednesday, August 20th at the University of Ghana Stadium. The Porcupine Warriors lost 2-1 to Ghana Premier League champions Gold Stars, with the winning goal coming via an eye-catching own goal scored by Kotoko's Henry Ansu in the 63rd minute. At half-time, the game was tied to 1-1 with Gold Stars backing the equalizer from the penalty spot through Samoa Takumi in the 21st minute after Kotoko captain Samba O'Neil committed a foul in the penalty box. Kotoko striker Albert Amoa scored the game's first goal in the 16th minute, but his side missed big chances and got punished for their wastefulness when a strong back pass from Ansu bit goalkeeper Mohamed Kamara to end up in the net. The FA Cup winners next take on Pando Heart of Lions and Accra Heart of Oak next on August 22nd and August 24th. In showbiz, founder of Solution City, Reverend Dr. Biman Ponsan Danso has made headlines with his comments on relationships. According to him, having a child for a man does not qualify you as a wife. He stressed that commitment goes beyond parenthood. This statement emphasizes the need of mutual commitment and an understanding in relationships.
According to her, the man has been helping her all these, years.
Yeah.
And so for 4 years, the man decided to help her, and she got to know that, this man is helping me, so let me give in.
Give in.
And 2 has come out. And now you are forcing the man to get married to you. No, having child with you doesn't mean you qualify to be a wife.
And that is how we wrap up on the morning news broadcast. Do all to log on to all social media platforms, as well as logging on to www.GhanaTalksRadio.com for more news updates. I am Deborah Dosu. Do have a blessed morning.
Ghana Talks Radio, #1.
Hello Ghana, hello worldwide, I'm level band. Now listen, every Tuesday and Friday, beyond the time it's going to carry bro. Our Ghana Talks Radio, 7 p.m. sharp. Now Tuesday, we're gonna talk about our culture, our history. Matuni ding setete abako sem. Now on the Friday, you bars on bars. You better rap, you better say it. No artists go join me in the studio. We're gonna discuss about music and business. Konya, or you singer, and now you rapper, you think say you get bars. You go fit spit fire. Now listen, make you join me with studios. Our Ghana Talks Radio, and yes, say then our day. Me say download the Ghana Talks Radio app, our Play Store, any App Store. Not tune in, and say this is what you see. Baba live on Facebook, Cointakra, any Ghana Talks Radio page, and this now listen. About your fire, 1 year, Konya, Wadding, Jajan.
Are you ready to amplify your business or brand's reach and make a meaningful impact in Ghana and beyond? Partner with Ghana Talks Radio today to connect with a diverse audience across Ghana and beyond. Elevate your brand through on-air promotions and social media. Boost your brand during prime time. With Ghana Talks Radio, you can extend your reach across digital platforms. Ghana Talks Radio is not just a station, it's just a community hub where your brand becomes part of the conversation. Join us in fostering connections, celebrating culture, and making a lasting impression. For customized sponsorship packages and enquiries, email contact@GhanaTalksRadio.com or call +233 202 544614. Ghana Talks Radio, giving the youth a voice.
What do you want for breakfast? How do you want your breakfast?
English breakfast, French fries.
Koko Nikosi, alo komi kesheto.
Wache.
Well, Gobe is the real deal.
Join us on Ghana Talks Radio. Let's serve you a buffet of breakfast.
From news headlines review, current affairs to social issues.
Entertainment, sports, and all the trending stories live on our mobile app and across all socials from Monday to Friday, 7 a.m. to 10 a.m.
With me, Pakwesi Omare,
Regina Bless,
Deborah Adoso,
and I am Esinal Fiagbedu. This is Ghana Talks Breakfast Show.
This is Ghana Talks Breakfast Show. A good morning to you. A throwback Thursday, as we all put it. So we are going to do a throwback jam right after the show with my DJs in the studio. But yes, it's another morning. It's another beautiful day. You know how we come your way each and every weekday from 7 a.m. to 10 a.m. Earlier on, you heard the ladies come your way with the newspaper review, the Debbie's Grill, Today in History, and then the news. Now we are heading towards the main discussions for the day. Today we have a fine gentleman who's never been in the studio before, but this is first time. You are going to really enjoy his communication and submission on various topics today. As we get into the discussion, I'm inviting you to join up with us on all our social media platforms. We are very active on Facebook, on Instagram, on TikTok, and on X. Our handles are Ghana Talks Radio, at Ghana Talks Radio. On YouTube, we are very active there as well. And our WhatsApp lines are 0202544614, 0202544614. Now, introduce my guest to you as in the person of Nana Kwabena Kranting. Nana.
Mr. Mare.
Good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Mare.
I hope you are doing well.
I'm fine. Yourself?
Not bad myself. We welcome you to Ghana Talks Radio and on the Ghana Talks Breakfast Show. I know this is your first time.
Yeah, sure.
We are glad and honored to have you in the studios with us this morning, Nana. Before we get into the main conversations for the day, your party left power about some 8 months ago.
Yeah.
There's a new administration, a new sheriff in town. How has the atmosphere been for you ever since the NDC took power?
Okay. Let me use this opportunity to greet my former president, John Ajekum Kufuor, and the immediate past administration, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, with Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, the digital man.
He's no more the economics man. Now he's a digital man.
Yeah, the digital man. And a very special happy belated day to Samira Bawumia. That's the rich in ideas, beautiful wife. Yeah. So I'm also extending my greetings to Wage Agbawe, Honorable Jerry Ahmed, and my super youth commander, Kwame Bequin, who is aspiring for Greater Accra Youth Organizer Hopeful. I'm also extending my greetings to Atik Yakubu, also aspiring for National Youth Organizer.
Sure.
And to Madam Naomi Owusu, Greater Accra Women's Organizer Hopeful. Thank you.
Sure. But now on to the question I asked.
So
how has the atmosphere been for you?
Actually, the atmosphere has been very horrific. As they resume power for the past 8 months now. What we can only boast of is sharing of pad. Yeah.
Really?
Yes, sharing of pad. The previous government was funding the youth in education. This current administration talks badly about it and make the government looks unpopular. You resume power and sharing path to the youth, to the girls in senior high school.
Sure.
So do you mean the sharing of path is more important than someone giving your word education?
Oh, but has the sharing of pad, as you see, come to replace any education?
No.
It's just a compliment to the free SHS, which is
So this is a form of them doing it better, sharing of pad.
It adds up to it, doesn't it?
It does nothing.
Really?
I'm telling you.
Wow.
There are more specific areas that this government should have looked at instead of sharing a pad. Look at the amount of money involved in this.
Okay.
So that money could have used to, do other meaningful stuff to help these kids at school. But you prioritize only girls and you start sharing a pad, and you were just throwing the pad like that. A whole sitting president.
He was throwing the pad?
Yes, sure. He was just throwing the pad just up and down like that.
Really?
I'm
Are
telling
you
you.
sure? I never
you can
saw
just watch a video.
I never
the
saw
sitting
anything
president
like
was just throwing the pad.
He was throwing the pad.
Throwing the pad up and down. Just throwing the pad like this.
To the students?
To the students.
Hey.
And some of the students were even rejecting the pad.
Really?
Sure.
Wow. So that's the only thing you've actually come to realize under the new administration.
When they resume power, expelling of public sectors, high military personnel, you ask them to go home. Suspension of Chief Justice. This Chief Justice has been in her office when MPP resumed power. MPP worked with this woman. As soon as NDC came to power, they have currently suspended her. And now you see that UK Bar Association has ordered President Mahama to reinstate the suspended Chief Justice. Why?
But one thing we need to, get into perspective here is this. The president didn't just suspend the Chief Justice. He received a petition. And as the Constitution requires of the president, I think he is on the right procedures too.
So the petition does not grant fair hearing.
Is that not what they are doing? The petition has process, and the process is what they are actually following.
And now the acting Chief Justice is also acting on another Chief Justice. An acting Chief Justice.
He's not around. He's not around. So definitely someone needs to step in.
It's acting on another active Chief Justice.
How is that?
That tells you how empty the country has become right now.
Wow. Okay. Well, sure. We have Godwin Ayamba join us in the studios. Godwin speaks for the NDC, and he is a communications team member for the Trobo constituency. Buddy.
Yeah.
Welcome.
Thank you. How is he?
I hope you slept well.
Yeah, so far as we are alive, or I'm alive, let me say yes, even though it's been a stressful week, moving up and down different radio stations and TV stations to propagate the good thing that the president and the NDC is doing for the country. Now, let me say a very big good morning to you and then your team members here.
Sure.
Let me say a big good morning to the President John Dramani Mahama, the Vice President, and all party executives, especially Trobo constituency.
Sure.
All members there. I say a very big good morning to them. And then let me extend my warm greeting to my senior man, Kojo Harrison Abba. He's doing well. He's the head of communications team.
Well, okay.
Yeah.
Now I'm going to put a fine here. Whoever comes late on my show will pay the deal. Yes. I've realized that.
I think that will help.
It really needs to. You and your brother you haven't been fair to me and the other panelists. So I'll now
PK,
be
that
very
true?
stringent on you and Ake.
Oh, PK, is that true?
Ake.
Hey.
Yesterday I saw Ake at the house of the former vice president. I don't think he was late today, but when he's coming on my show,
he's late.
You will hear from me.
Hey,
Ake will hear from me very soon. But
PK, let me quickly chip in this. I mean, before I entered, I heard my brother lying to you. I don't know. I know you know it's a lie, but you just want to listen to him.
I don't know.
Let me say good morning to my brother here from.
Oh, good morning, boss.
Yeah.
How are you doing?
I'm doing very well.
Your lateness is reflecting your government.
Yeah, just that we wouldn't. I'm doing well, just that we wouldn't allow that jam speeches this time around in President Mohammed's second administration. He mentioned that military personnel have been sacked. Where did he get that information from? Where? It is on record that no military or top ranked military man has been sacked. It is straight. He should find out where he got that information from and trace where he got it from. It's a lie. And I don't expect my brother here to sit on a big platform like this to make those comments. Secondly, he's talking about sanitary pad. Hey, so what is wrong with the president throwing sanitary pad or handling sanitary pad? The president doesn't have daughters. The president doesn't have a wife. What is wrong? It shows that the president knows that there is a time in the month that every lady at that age will go through a transition.
Okay.
And so, because the females are part of we the males.
But is it true that the ladies were rejecting the part?
Who? Why they reject it? Any lady who is rejecting the part there, then it means say be on every month too. Then that means picking on moon every month. If you are not class 1 and not class 2 for a rejected part. But I don't know which ladies this MPP gentle fine man is talking about. And then secondly, also Chief Justice. It's a lie that we came to meet who never meeting Chief Justice. NDC came to meet Chief Justice. Please. Chief Justice Tokonu. PK. Who appointed Chief Justice Tokonu? Who appointed Chief Justice Tokonu? It's a lie. We never. We will appoint Chief Justice Tokonu. For what?
Why?
What competence does she have?
Oh.
PK.
I don't think.
Oh no, PK, please. PK, please. The woman is not competent, and this is the time that we get to know that on your competence.
Okay.
So I beg you, my brother, you should check your ear well before you come out to tell lies for Ghanaians to hear. Now this jandam thing, the yam peninsula, Nansenyo. The good people of Ghana no any abre o many be this time around. And then the other KBA waka but ento biaso.
Okay. Thank you there, gentlemen, for your fine introductions. Now let's get into the main conversations. And today we are really going to have time to dissect these issues. Few days ago, I think just about 3 days ago, the IGP met with the stakeholders of Ghana's democracy, which is bound by our elections. He met the ECs and the political parties. And in recent times, we all know some of the things that has unfortunately happened during our elections. The violence, the death, and the assault, and all of that, which doesn't really speak well about our democracy. So he met with them, spoke with them, and give an assurance ahead of the Akwetia by-elections that is coming up. Right after that, we saw the NPP also come out to vow that they are going to protect themselves at Akwetia because they don't really have that much confidence in the police. Doesn't this cite or instigate violence? Let's put it that way. Doesn't this cite violence or instigate violence ahead of the elections? Because the people who are supposed to make sure these things happen have all met and agreed on something. Then one part comes out to say we are still not going to channel toward the IGP, who is in charge of the security and safety of the people during the elections. So we are now coming up with our own safety measures. Is this in the good call of, you know?
Okay, PK,
Yes,
thank
sir.
you once again for this question. Now, MPP made reference to what happened at Ablekuma,
Okay.
North River. So, I was there myself with my youth organizer, Kwame Bekwin, with Dade Kotopon youth organizer, and high-profile men of the biggest party in the country, the New Patriotic Party.
Okay.
We were there, and we were at a polling station called a Siedu Jemfi polling station.
Okay.
It's a polling station. And we had a call that Howard Kumsen has been assaulted by NDC tags. So, like, the news were all over the polling station. So, we took 3 pickups
Okay.
with Moses Abo leading a fast run to the next polling station, which our honorable former Minister of Fisheries has been assaulted.
Okay.
So we were there. In fact, before we got there, she has been brutally beaten.
Hey, brutally
beaten.
Are you sure?
I'm telling
Yeah,
you.
well, we all saw the videos.
And we have this hat now.
We
this
all saw
hat,
the videos.
This hat is trending. This kind of this is a Japan China kind of hat.
Yeah.
It's very expensive because of that hat. You can't even purchase it now.
Really?
I'm telling you.
What has that got to do with what happened at Ablekuma? Oh.
You see, so there were a team of Ghana Police Service, a special unit team. They couldn't stand this NDC tax, so they were just there, seeing whatever was going on. Before we got there, we couldn't even enter because there were form of police forming a kind of barrier at the gate. Because you pass through the gate before you get to the police station. They couldn't. And Nana Lloyd, Chris Lloyd, the one who was seriously beaten, I was there. I was just very next to him. This man really went through hell.
Lloyd,
I'm telling you, Chris Lloyd.
Okay.
He really went through hell because NDC was in power, and now all the NDC tax have gone through some form of like internal recruitment that they are coming for revenge on we the MPP.
Really?
I'm telling you.
A revenge?
Yes. So what they did was, immediately we got there, they blocked us from entering to that police just to check up on how I comes in. Now, there was a guy who first landed a blow on Chris Lloyd, and other guys also followed. Meanwhile, there was a team of Ghana Police Service there. They couldn't intervene. He was seriously beaten. I'm telling you, seriously beaten. So, if you are going for another by-election, we the MPP, you can't trust the Ghana police. I'm telling you. So we will protect ourselves.
Okay.
We are not there for any form of chaos, but we will protect ourselves. Per what you've seen at Ablekuma.
Okay.
We will protect ourselves.
Okay. Now, let's get these facts very right. Has it been confirmed that the people who attacked the former minister were NDC tags, as you just put it?
Please, whoever in the NPP will attack Hawa Kunsin. Who? Myself.
But what reason does the NDC have to? Because this is why I'm asking these questions. If you realize, the woman was there with I think one other lady in the NPP. We also saw Dennis Miracle Abuaji on the same premises.
Yeah.
So why didn't they attack any of these NPP people but attacked her?
You see, when she was coming to the polling station, she knew that these people are a chaos political party.
Really?
I'm telling you. Even she knew that our sitting president, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, said, "Seba etutra sema ye end this for the obiani MPO." And the national chairman also said that. You see, ye end the eba etutra sema obian to me. So if you have such reckless comment coming from such high profile men, and a very great woman, and this is when they want to put fear and panic. Into the other say, or protect on one with this pepper spray.
Really?
Yeah. It is a new pepper spray in power.
Okay.
And they could have even ended her life there.
Now, did you see any of the NPP executives or members there with any form of weapon?
Actually, I didn't see any.
So why did she come there with a pepper spray?
I'm telling you that she knew there would be an attack on her because.
How did she get that information?
Our Kunsin has been a grassroots woman. Before she steps out, she knows what's already there.
Really?
I'm telling you.
That's interesting.
Like yourself, you could hold a public office. And you feel like, no, there are some particular people who have, plotted something evil against you. So anytime you step out, you either have to protect yourself or face the consequences that you may encounter.
This is interesting.
So being a former MP and a former minister, you don't expect her to go out like.
But there were MPs and ministers also there. Why didn't they have the need?
How Akumsi is a threat to NDC?
A threat?
It's a threat to NDC.
How?
She is a threat to NDC.
How?
And they know.
In what form and manner
so
is she
why,
a threat?
I want to ask this guy that why was she the only person they attacked with Nana Lloyd?
And you see, one thing is that so far investigations has gone on and nothing has proved that these people were NDC tax.
Do you know that?
So the NDC can't really.
This morning, I've seen an update. The IGP saying he has arrested 8.
Yeah, 8 people. Out of that,
you can't just come and tell me you've arrested 8. Where are the identities? PK, where are the identities? NPP have their videos and their pictures and their names. So if you have truly arrested them, where are the identities?
But if there is a doubt with what the IGP said, I think the NPP has every right to just walk in there.
No. And even before you could tell us that you've arrested 8, you should give us the as soon as you ended with your point, you should give us I have 8 suspected victims at Abdulkumanov rerun election. So these are their names and these are their pictures. So we will leave the process for it take its course. Is that not it? But Obe catch them say Machi Nipa 8. Watch Nipa 8. Nipa 8 now watch omudin then. On pictures when in Kofona omudi say they are more than 8.
Wow.
They are more than 8. Into watch Nipa 8 omudin when.
Okay.
You see this government, charlatan government, intro.
So do you think per this is enough reason for the NPP to override or overlook the assurance of the police service who is in charge of the safety of our internal affairs, and especially with our elections, to come up with their own security measures?
MPP as a political party is not undermining the integrity of Ghana Police Service. Like as I said earlier on, MPP is the biggest political party right now in Ghana, even though we are in opposition.
Wow.
I'm telling you.
Okay.
Yes. They can have their super whatever in parliament, but we are the biggest political party in Ghana.
Okay.
So as a biggest political party in Ghana, and our numerous of references we've had in elections and by-elections, going forward, we wouldn't be repeating mistakes we've made earlier.
Speaking of numerous happenings in elections and all that, let's take it back a notch. In 2016, did we experience any violence in our elections?
In 2016, I must say it was less. Honestly,
Really?
Yes, it was very less.
Did you record any incidents of violence in the
Yes, I heard of other violence in other regions.
Okay.
But the casualties was very less, so I could say that at then it was well organized.
Okay.
You can't have a perfect election.
Okay. Fair enough. In 2020,
yeah,
did we have incidents of violence in our
Yeah, we had
elections?
incidents of violence.
And who were the victims of these elections?
These victims, part were members of the NDC, part was members of the MPP. They had crashes.
They had crashes.
Yes.
Are you sure?
Yeah, they had crashes. You know, at every polling station, and let me say this: election is not given. Election is taken.
Wow.
Yeah, election is taken.
Okay.
So NDC took election from us.
When?
Just ended general election.
Okay.
So we don't expect a fair election, a public general election. Don't expect it to be fair.
Wow.
Yes.
Okay. I'm following. I'm not really preview to these assertions because elections are to be fair.
And I'm saying that elections are to be fair, as in it's formality, but on the grounds there's a whole lot.
So what do you think goes on to win an election, if not the fairness of it?
You see that when you put fear and panic in the electorate, they are unable to come and cast their votes.
Let me ask this. In 2016, the NPP lost, won by a huge margin.
Yeah.
Did you put fear and panic in the voters, which is why they couldn't come out to vote for the NDC?
You see,
and that you won?
In 2016, that Nana Akufo-Addo won massively.
Yeah.
Because the people have had enough of this current administration.
Okay.
The doomsday was all over. And Mama had a title, Papano.
In 2016?
In 2016.
Okay. When Mahama was leaving power, was the doomsday still active or it was solved?
The doomsday was partly solved.
Partly?
But because Mahama administration and then, like, the doomsday really broke many other private businesses.
Okay.
Yes. So this private business that borrowed money from our various banks thought of no, even though you've partly solved the doomsday, we will still vote you out.
Okay.
Because what if we are to win power again? We will go back because Mama legacy any money doomsday. Mama had to be speaking only legacy beer.
Sir,
I'm telling you.
So the trouble gas doesn't count.
Mama only legacy beer. I can tell you.
I'm only asking. The trouble gas plant.
Only legacy beer or Ghana.
It doesn't count.
That's until Ghana for man in second term say on be proven on right. Until this term here in legacy term.
Okay.
I'm telling you.
All right. You mentioned that the NPP is not undermining the police service.
Yeah.
So if that is the case, why don't you have confidence in the police service? This police service has been there to oversee all our elections. 2016 that you came to power, it was the police service. 2020 that you came to power, it was the police service. 2024, you lost power, it was still the police service. So what has changed now?
I'm saying that NPP has to recruit its own internal security base going forward.
Are they better than the police?
They're not better than the police, but to protect the party.
Okay, so you wrap it up for me on this topic. Yeah.
Let me ask. Other 3 more points.
Okay.
So, thirdly, the insecurity in this country it's out of hands. And obeti boko, obeti ashaman, raiding of people's homes. And this woman inherited crime scene. They inherited a war-shaped country.
Okay.
Then I'm catching. Must ejuma bako. 3 shift, 3 people.
Okay.
Ejuma na wahi. 3 shift, 3 people. Ejuma na wahi. Sabi piki. Uti masori ako. Ghana Cocoa Board. Say. Ya launch 24-hour economy. Inti. Moba 7 o'clock. About 2 monpon kona yenso yemeto. So beti mako.
Yemfa me ejuma mu ho nti.
Yemfa ojuma mu ho. But o manifesto na about HSA. And what's also launch 24-hour economy. Inti HSA. An ordinary Ghanaian be able to make abonten. Edin CV akoto. So I qualify for that firm ko.
Yeah.
Or see if any juma.
Yeah, if the person is qualified and there is available space.
And now basa siya. IGP call boko. See to 2 bonika anim. Nkofo no wetimi achom. Ehun but unlawful raiding. Oh, hani abo wealthy. So won say nipa na kronfo ana say nipa na national security. How would you know Piki?
Okay.
How would you know? Oh, hani abo wealthy. Yeah, just say abo wealthy pa. Like omunya botono. Like ye invade.
Okay.
Ye mbu o man sa o. O man the security na teacher o man.
Okay.
Inti say o man say no. Untimi fa foreign investors emba o man a o ha na obi abo real o dem. The insecurity is getting out of hands. Ye mbu o man sa.
Okay.
So let me also talk about the
So according to all these things line up to the facts stated by the NPP that they don't really have much confidence in the police.
No, we don't have much confidence in the police. We will recruit our internal security base to face Akotia by-election. We will not have clashes with the Ghana police.
You won't have clashes
no,
with them.
we will be in line and we will expect them to also be in line. But if they will take side, the party foot soldiers will protect the party.
Wow.
In all forms.
If they will take sides.
If they will take side, the party foot soldiers. I mean,
have you ever seen the Ghana police take sides?
And I'm telling you that Ghana police was just at Ablikmanov in a team. They were there in numbers. They couldn't intervene when they assaulted Chris Lloyd, and they were just there.
Okay.
And I asked my Commander Bequin, the youth organizer at Vijago, I said, Commander, it's Ghana police, not Ghana police. You will die. So you have to protect yourself.
Okay. All right.
And we can't live in such an insecurity community.
Okay. Okay. All right. Kindly wrap it up with your submissions for me.
Now, food soldiers now make one say, MPP food soldiers now. They are ready to uphold and defend the good name of the party. Intino Akotia by election in there. And yen tokwaso. But omubedi mraso MPP political party a party bi omudi mraso. Omudi mraso pa. Intine always enyansafo dodo na was a political party.
Okay.
Inti Akotia by election in there. We are going there in peaceful atmosphere. the police whatever just want me take his side. Any problem, you just protect the party.
Okay. Thank you there. Anna Kwabna. Gode. NPP for say Omon trusted police for assurance and the assurance given to the political parties after the meeting with the IGP, and so they are coming to Akwatia with their own security preparedness. What does the NDC have to say about this as a stakeholder of the Akwatia by-election?
PK.
Yes, sir.
I have been trying to understand exactly what my brother here, Nana Kwabena, is talking about. And I can't really put two and two together from all that he said. He said NPP today. You don't trust the police, Nana Kwabena.
Yeah, we don't trust the police.
Hey. You don't trust the police. The MPP party doesn't trust the police. And Nakwabra said they are the largest party in the country here. Yes. But we are the finest and the most preferable party in Ghana here. You can be the largest. But we are the finest and the preferable. That is why Ghanaians voted for us with a margin of 1.7 million votes.
Okay.
Because do you know that the NDC, since we assumed office, we have not recruited any police members or any personnel to be part of the police service?
Okay.
Military. Do you know we've not recruited?
Okay, I know some have been inducted into it, but I think they were recruited under
the previously
administration. Okay, sure.
And so if you are telling me today that you don't trust the police, Abba, where from the policemen? Where from the personnel? When you were recruiting them, we were telling you, Munja is a party soldiers that Mundi share security service in the Muno. What's your money Ghana for? And today you are telling me that you don't trust the police. Police are moving election in 2020. The same police in 2016. Now you don't trust that police.
They are citing the incidents as Ablikuma.
Okay, forget that incident at Ablikuma. No, Ablikuma saying, look, we know the MPP to be the violent party in this country. We know for a fact. We are not just saying it. There are evidence to show. Okay, there are evidence to show.
Okay.
When it comes to power, when it comes to elections, the MPP want to do everything within their means to win. They don't care when people will die. They don't care. They don't care. And we know. And so if you are here telling me you don't trust the police, then the MPP should be ashamed of themselves, including Nana Kwabena here. Because the NDC has not recruited anybody into the police service.
Okay.
In fact, recruitment was done by the NPP. And so today, if you are telling me you don't trust the police service, then it means that the recruitment more and more no, during your time in office, no, there's a question mark. So that means the people in there were not competent. So by your form shame, so that they can protect our government. Because you're so too a drobonia, a be kawano.
Yeah.
A be not kind people before no as almost no. But I know that why they are saying this, why Nana Kwabena is sitting here telling me this and that this morning is that it's because you see we are not withdrawing from the Akwatia election. They tell you Tamale Central we are not
So it will be good, it will be prudent, it will be nice that you people will withdraw from the Akwetia. What? The election, no, is it constitutional?
Okay.
The election is a family affair. Akwetia election is a family affair. Does the constitution stop us from participating? No.
Okay.
And so, if our chairman comes to say that we are going full time, Akwetia constituency, and it looks like they still don't understand why we are going for that election. Because this is a shame when they are telling us that they are going to protect themselves. When the IGP has given assurance. When the IGP has given assurance.
Do you think the police service, let's say the IGP, has been up to task after his appointment?
Okay. IGP, you know. What you must say?
Okay.
What you must say? Okay, let me put that one aside. Look, why I'm telling you that the MPP in the election that they are violent, they say, and they want to do everything possible within their means to scare people from going to Akwetia to vote, to scare people in the Akwetia constituency to come around to vote. What happened in 2019? I also by election. Because 18 people were wounded. The honorable parliamentary, what do we call, Sam George, was slapped. Then a whole sitting president came out to issue a white paper. Today you're talking about Akwetia constituency. A protest. It wasn't even about election. Protest keke. Look at how they were handled. People were shot. People were wounded. Because 2020 election, we know that when it comes to elections, the NPP follow Omaya Kuntain. So it's not surprising that they will come out with a statement like this. And so if you are saying that you don't trust the police today, after the election, PK, would the NPP still trust the police to work for them or to work for the country? Then I don't think Nana Kwabena here should get an issue and then say me report about police after the election. Because Nkosi baby PK, because Nkosi baby you were asking him about how Akumsin. And then Ototo Papa so say how Akumsin knew that hey, second agrada, so she knows ahead. Said there's going to be a violence, there's going to be an attack on her, and so she prepared by putting pepper spray. Because obi owa dwumfin bia baby okobia no there's chaos. She knows that baby ame kono. This is what I'm going to do. We know.
Okay.
In her own constituency, pay roboto. About this year, in someone's constituency, on the pepper spray, say again, Bonnie new trimmer. You are going prepared because you know you've anticipated. When who Peteta Krem say there is something that will happen. Peteta Krem. PK, this is not funny. PK,
you see how you can make cheap politics?
PK, I don't know who brought pepper spray there. I don't know who brought a gun there. And so, please, the NPP party should cool down. Look, this is not the end of Ghana. Somewhere it may be 30, 40 years to come, they can still come to power. If you are telling us that we should withdraw from the Akwetia election so that they will be calm, I mean, there wouldn't be any tension.
Is that what they are saying?
Oh, Piggy. That's what their communicators are saying on there.
That the NDC should withdraw.
Yes, should withdraw so that there wouldn't be any tension. Because we know that Kotia constituency and a stronghold for MPP.
Are you sure?
Oh, Papa Jamanje.
I'm saying a Beji in him.
You're a Jiffin is him.
2016, Baba Jama Yanje.
And I'm saying a Jiffin is him. So it doesn't mean a stronghold at Kotia constituency. MPP for. Akotia is not a stronghold for NPP. A swing. In fact, the last election, no, the difference was about just 3,000 or 2,000.
And you call 3,000 just.
Hey.
You call 3,000 just.
PK 3,000.
PK, Mr. Just. Yeah, per constituency. PK, the person or a political party should withdraw. Akotia constituency should be the MPP. And it is good that they withdraw from Tamale Central. Because we share the margin in Tamale Central, like our chairman said. PK, like our chairman said. Who named your kind? PK, what did I say? I see you about boo or ben in India. You about boo or ben in India. Like all bad talk when I said, I'll buy ring anymore. Fat if you ask about her. PK, you never put in India. Over ring in the moon. Then you tell your managers. So you're a boxer, you tell your managers. Mama, before what's your answer, Mama? PK, this is so funny. And so, if you want a constituency that will bring tension, it is a Kotia constituency. Because margin, you're close. There is no way Tamale Central MPP for Beba. This is not the first time it is happening. We withdrew from elections. You are aware? 2024. By election, not because we thought we couldn't win, but we were reserving our resources for the entire general election.
Okay.
Okay. So if they say that because we are doing that to show some sort of sympathy for the late, member of parliament. Because it's a cheap politics. This is not a politics that will help our country. The constitution is saying that someone should die. Someone should, PK.
Yes, sir.
What we call, someone should maybe voluntarily retire. With all these things, no, you hear by election. The framers of the constitution didn't say that Obiwa in sympathy for the person. So that we leave it for the Bussian for. You get it? So Akotia constituency is going to be a free and fair election.
Okay.
Because means to solve violence, so because today is somebody, tomorrow it might be you.
Sure.
And so I don't think that the MPP should come out with this statement.
Okay.
As he claims, the biggest opposition party in Ghana should bring out this statement. Because what impression are you creating? Are you saying that everybody, even those who are not part of the MPP, those who are not part of the NDC, when they are going to cast their vote, they should be prepared? So if everybody is bringing something, a weapon, to a Akotia constituency, we can imagine. Look at how we are battling with weapons within our country.
Sure.
Illegal weapons within our country. And then you bring out these statements. Then it means that clearly the party is not responsible. And I think we demand a withdrawal from the NPP with regards to that statement. Please, we are going there to have a free and fair election. Let's trust the police service. But we plead that the police service should do a professional work. But if you tell me you don't trust the police today, and so you are going prepared saying. But this advice is going to the NPP youth follow. Look, When the law gets hold of you, okay, I hold now because our party chairman, our party secretary, so we are going there prepared. What the for pen crash your bottom. So for us, it's a weapon. So for us, we call it a weapon. Now I'm running chua. You will know, and then you will know who and who will come and visit you. When they want power, this is what they do. Giddy, yanko. Now, dear name, but nobody is there. So please, we are all youth. Sure. We shouldn't follow these politicians. I mean, to do things that will later affect us. Because MP before the Ukraine, you've tarnished your image. Your charge Ukraine, it's on record. It can always be used against you. So my brother, please, stay calm. The election is going to be free and fair. Don't go prepared like you are saying. Go prepared in mind. Go and campaign. Go and tell the people of Akwete that okay, Juma Panti Mutumaye. That is what we are going to do.
Sitting president John Dramani Mahama can say Yebano etutu asema yen NDC for ye di mo aketin pan o ti so kasa
bete pa
enti dey futu na anka Mahama te anka be ka kire
nana kwamna
no te Mahama te anka dey be futu na the man say reckless comment no make here no as a former statesman as a sitting president ye ko election foul message
mami te futu
mami end and so national chairman yeah party ni there etu trasam there party bi enu wo Ghana ha obetimi ni eni adi esie kra na constituency for the budget ne so sa na obetina na
let me tell you something. This man time so you question no we be saba koye.
It's okay, yes, if it's your time use your time. When it's time for my time I also come in.
Nana, you see President Mahama is one of, one of the peaceful people we can ever have in this country. Look, making that statement is telling you that it's not necessary. If we say we want to do it, we can do it. But is it important? Is it necessary we do it? No. That is the interpretation of what President Mahama said. President Mahama didn't say that to trust him the to me through all the baby that be
but
that's what the baby
no
will say please Nana, he is telling you that when it comes to this kind of things we can do better.
Baby, your money do as a democratic country.
No,
baby, your money do as a democratic country.
Nana.
As a former statesman.
Nana,
you should be very careful with the words you use.
Yes, that's why he was careful.
No.
That's why he was careful. He didn't say let's incite violence.
Now you make it a raw statement. Who incited violence?
It's not true.
You are a propaganda political party. So you always
but just oppose, Nana. And I just oppose the president meant what you just interpreted.
Yeah.
And to you, that was bad, right? Today, your party is also doing the same. Like, where do we go from here? This politics of equalization. We
say, MPP for say, Omunji Ghana Police Service phone.
But when did the NPP come about with this assertion?
I'm surprised.
Sabi, they are called so ablequan of. Ne ni nyanyo. Share PK me do nyame say sanka wo ha wo. Anka wo be fam. Me catch you here. On say police for no omo was some track bia. I say so share.
Yeah.
Share incidents just right in front of them. In so share bia mpete obi egu. Yama warning shot bia hwe anko so eno say they stood still.
Oh, but was it that extreme that all these measures should have come to?
The way they attacked MPP, it was also, oh really? See them more abusing, you know. I just said, you guys really came in power for us. And going forward, you know. Yeah, MPP for yako by election wakutie yen fa according to adin ko yen ne here they tell say we are going to respect the regulations Ghana police they are told nemum if the Ghana police take side the party full soldiers will abet that threat.
Okay, all right, thank you, Nana. Gode, are you done with your submission?
No.
Okay, so kindly wrap it up for me and then let's go.
Let me wrap it up. Then I said I'm going to face you higher.
I will be outside or Kafang.
Yeah, because they make it simple. Let me just wrap it up there. Look, the MPP party, in fact, the leaders of the NPP party, they should be up on their games. They should be up and doing, Nana. When you go to the party head office, sending cry mom. That's opposition. It is not because we feel they are not good to help the country. We want them to sit behind. Look at what is good for the country. Look at the important things that they will help the country. For them to push us do. Not inciting violence. Who incited violence? And then people are dying. 2028, why are they to Abanamamo? Why? Who is voting for you? That is why a lot of people wouldn't trust politicians and they will say the politicians for the crowd. You get it? Yes. If what you said, what President Mama said is so inciting, I don't because I've interpreted it.
It's not about you interpreting. See, Mama has followers. You know, personally, he has followers. And Mama move with some specific voices of him. And she said, oh, you're former statesman. The Biaokasa who said, oh, you're former statesman. And to come and view make it be and a speech view make it be, it should fall in line with the peace and stability of this country.
Okay.
It's so, it's so catch him say, about to trust some there. And this, you see,
Nana, please, Nana, interpret this one for me. All die be die.
All die be die. All die be die. You should be ready for anything. You should be ready for anything.
So are we in another all die be die era or?
Fortunately, go. This will be a crab now. This will be a crab now. I'll go to the APP. Walk over the APP for a gem or
I saw the over.
Hey, come now, so I don't go to the wrong side.
I saw the over. It's a wow.
Because me people, oh, mama clean a crab in.
Wait,
oh, mama clean a crab in.
Was that not clean at the mouth?
And I was a minji, and who can say me calling I'm quite the head of cleaning.
You are tiny, so
obey.
Oh, my, say, Mammy could judge President Mohammed Chidi no Makoko. Hey, we go judge President Mohammed Chidi. Piquet. What says only make?
Vetting committee. Yeah. It was at 2 forces. Hey, the mobile must tax Ghana for here say the tax will go on mine come na MPP are buying the tax go on mine come on bu Ghana for yam yen NDC for any other job. Oba o introduce 8 new taxes. D-levy nya chechemu. Hey,
D-levy any new tax. Well, you and I know that it's not a new tax. It's an already existing tax. Just that it's been amended or expanded.
Mukache say cocoa for MPP are buying. Area cocoa for MPP are buying. Cron for omo drink Ghana for omo ya to bottom. NDC for catch Ghana for say. Omo to cocoa for N2 Abama omo NDC for. Na cocoa price at MPP de mom no. Ya to bottom sika. Cron a bomb mine a same mine. Until omo NDC. Ombe increase their cost 6,500.
Okay, Nana, I know say we need to move on to the next topic, but with this cocoa issue, let me ask you this, because I wouldn't want him to come in now. Take him out of our time. No. You, I mean, as a journalist, yeah. I also have the facts.
Oh yeah, sure.
This one, you know, we price cocoa.
Yeah.
With a percentage margin, right? And in opposition, then NDC said that if they were to be in power, they were going to give a certain percentage. Looking at that percentage, and I the price number call 6,000 to 7,000. They've come to power, and they've done the same percentage margin. Only that this time around, because cocoa, an international commodity, so we price it in dollars or a foreign currency.
Exactly.
And our currency has made more gains against that foreign currency.
That would have been my point for you.
And say a case NDC cocoa. Are we really being fair?
Okay, so more opposition. No, say it's not about say. See again, and I see the appreciate it. Mama Ghana for a fixed amount of 6,500.
No. I never heard the honorable.
Then
say that. I didn't hear Eric Opoku say.
But what almost say cocoa for as if you say you try cocoa and go. Edema Galam says.
I need to say and I think the first video even came out in 20.
And I make a say these people they should be ashamed of themselves. So Obama cocoa increment I 1 to 8.
But did they meet the FOB margin that they promised? Did they meet that?
See,
did they meet that? Yes or no? Did they meet
I don't know about that. I don't know about that.
Okay, all right, that's fair. If you don't know, that's fair.
Because when you say Atoforsin has paid 9.7 billion cedis for
the
bondholders.
Yeah, sorry.
We should comment.
Yeah, he's done well.
Is you. What President Mahama is? PK, look. What President Mahama is you? Look at this young fine gentle Dr. Atoforsin. We were here when the Home Minister said the youth of Ghana mutikutu nyansebi. Look at this young, gentle youth man. Hey. Enough for more.
Moving on to the next topic for discussion. We know the president has traveled outside the country. He's on a tour in Japan, right?
Yeah.
Which even brought about so many controversies about his flights, the cost and all that. Which, I mean, we've come to find out the truth behind all of that. So no need to get into that.
Okay.
But we are looking at the activities. As I said, we no need to get into that. So let's.
I want them to know the truth.
If we finish the topic, and there is time, we'll get into that. But for now, let's look at the topic.
Let's establish that fact.
Okay, let me establish
that fact. Why? Maybe the credit is different for no credit. Also no credit.
Yeah, shut up. So this is what will happen. Mutumiya mo submissions short before 10 a.m. You bet to my shares.
Okay. And you catch me.
So yes, the president is in Japan, and the activities that we've seen him carry out is how he's marketing Ghana as an industrial hub to investors in Japan, which, yes, it is a good school of thought from a president to do. But then let's come back to Ghana. Is Ghana really what we market it to be? Now, secondly, if we call Ghana a market hub, the fundamental basics which propels the development of a country, are we really there yet? Look at our transport system. Look at our roads. Look at our water bodies. Look at our tourism sector. So if we market Ghana outside the world in such a frame, and then the outside or investors come in, see what is really on grounds, are we doing ourselves a good I don't know the right word to use here, but it all boils down to the fact that the fundamental see, one of our major roads in Ghana, which connects the two major cities we have in the country, look, even the three major cities, Ghana, Accra to Kumasi, Accra to Takoradi, using through Cape Coast. Look at the roads. Look at the state of these roads. Look at Accra to who. So if we call ourselves a marketing hub, an investment hub, an industrial hub, are we really there yet? If an investor comes in here, is he going to have the attraction beside the fancy wares we've sold for them to really invest in our economy?
Okay.
And with this, I want us to really look at it from a nationalistic angle, not from partisan.
Okay. PK Midawase.
Yeah.
Your president told Senegal and Japan is a very good cause. Honestly, me put political affiliation aside.
Sure.
Because Omani here in Puntu. And already we launched 24-hour economy. And to say we launch 24-hour economy there, and you have to go outside the market.
Sure.
And bring down here investors. But you must say okay. To say no. Investors now go from about Japanese investors. No?
Yeah.
Your Japanese expatriates to Ghana. And you know how the country is being run currently.
Okay.
Only insecurity across all mining this year. And he said, my fellow brother, a friend, said, oh, as soon as he, me won't say Ghana president about your cool to na, obe a summit be a obe, say, mo Japanese, mo bro mine mo na, mo be baby in Juma.
Yeah.
No money to me beauty as a whole. Well, and a very good thought. But the insecurity in the cost of money. Say, oh, the Obibe free abuchiraba, and our government member invite, and our foreign investors member of money. Now, on Baby be in Jumana, at the etinia, we could wait to her. You were with ye, you bubuni down ye any say. Now, Sabio, investor no, or Shani cost no gun officer of it a movie with the team, and our personal no bit map a be Juma say or Ghana. Debbie, before you even step out of the country now, become also we share with security internal base.
Sure.
Also, many would do. You can have a sustainable economy. And now we for goods and services. Oh, you're running goods. Oh, my name na. I dare I say, ahashi. Where you say? Say we are investor. Over for listening. What she was seeking. It's even before I could the store. No, Uncle Soko share near my cost of Ghana. It's unfortunate say a defense minister we're losing a life. A very high profile man.
Yeah.
From my region, Eastern region. Koforidua. Me penasem me penny comportment. I really like that man.
Wow.
I'm telling you, I really like Dr. Omanibwam. I really like him.
May his soul rest in perfect
peace. Very good at composer. So, inti enke enye boni say o man penny because say ejuma say.
But they bow my.
Nanka mabunu enye ejuma. Na so ne koso man no. Eya asefem. Inti ka unresolved ni fie asem. And so na otuna kwa abonten.
No, okay.
Everyone is now running with you, na UK bar associate for catch us. On my penny. Yes, sir. Chief Justice was suspended no. Mentry, Mr. We mentry, nya but tell them me. Obemu ana wakasa. Sorry state. No face sabi omono omonim de omoka.
But are you also insinuating that that association is far more knowledgeable than the Constitution of Ghana, the Attorney General's office?
Sir, I'm not saying that the association is more prudent as compared to our Constitution.
Okay.
But on say, you see, you trust her anonymous then Nichi Achia. Yeah, it's Ghana, but in your supporter, they call international shows. And this international shows, you know, catch us. Ni ebi oda ne bi no. Embo mine no. Into the paper mua. Chisign.
No, okay.
Up to date, what to say? Omaka wansem. They are still on what they are doing. Okay, if I don't know, now, you say, do you have effective power supply? Sabe Ndra ya we jagba we dum light o. We dum light, we jagba we dum light Ndra. Our machine is dum light.
But how consistent has it been so far?
Just remember, just for 24 hours, we do light 2 consecutive times. And only and we don't do lights no. Do lights around 3 to 4 p.m. on almost on say 8. Look at the number of hours. Sabi obi ewo ayo or saluno. Yadi niti yadi ensa session trim na yadi ini siniti so na ehwe say you be finish na next person aba. You are running the productivity of the country very low. Into so what man stabilize your power system now. Want me invite foreign investors on bet no money. Now talking about regulatory clarity and investor protection.
Yeah.
Local investors no much money come on bambo to say.
Okay.
And now say oh yeah expatriate eni ba ho ana boss unim. Piki.
Sure.
Oh yeah expatriate eni ba ho. De bia na ma ye monitor because eni say sika wo ho. A good deal wo ho. Niema wo ho. Like valuable like items be a se nipa nya wo ho a obetimi de sabi abon ho bra na obetimi de asati bibi.
Sure.
Into the BIS spirit of them come in anyone who. So, into your local investors, no,
yeah.
So, your priority. Now, can say, oh, qua bonting, I for foreign investors. Don't buy your priority. I'm not very near prioritize your internal investors.
Okay.
Equip them.
Okay.
With money.
Okay.
Facilities. What I say,
yeah.
No more a better regulatory processor. Between the between back its revenue.
Okay.
But individual firm, or banker, process of performance with me 50,000. And yes, I'm getting into foreign expatriates now on the wage money there. Wouldn't before that stressful moments now. Sabi o man no bi anya adwuma no ya o man ne bekoso o man no benya revenue a lot of kwan ni schools ni hospital esi no o man benya ska dey
sure
ne mum o mum nti o man no yo ma o mum ye o man bofo o me ye
o man man
kasa no untimi resource o ama o individual firms intimi grow e be nti na what the source of Ghana say okofa foreign investor no betuma bo no waka foreign investor ba o demand full protection.
Okay.
Now ti ufie wo obusia. Na wo obusia fo ndi otimi bo ba na mum ebusia na ukotom de why assure mu. Ebusia na ukotom de why assure mu protection. Is that fair? Intika President Mahama ni akuntu yokui anka me de eya de papa mum. Ne mum on be back to the base. Do we have effective power supply?
Okay.
Do you have regulatory clarity and investor protection?
Okay. All right. Thank you then, Nana.
Okay.
Good day.
Piggy.
Yes, sir.
You see, let me quickly correct my brother in regards to the Chief Justice Sam Semino. I'm telling you every look, he's saying that there is this international organization. They are telling Ghana to reinstate the Chief Justice.
Yeah.
And it's the Bar Association of England and Wales, and then the common law, then. You see, what my brother should be talking about here is what law exactly has the president of Ghana breached when it comes to this 3 petition which has been which was submitted to him. You see, they are talking about this Chief Justice suspension, Chief Justice removal, but failing to tell us an exact law that President Mahama has breached. 3 petition. Article 146 state it clear. Clause 6 state it clear. That is what the president did. Clause 8 stated it clear. That is what the president did. 10
PK, I don't know exactly which law that the president has flouted. You understand me? The chief justice have gone to the high court. How did it turn up? Has gone to the Supreme Court. How did it turn up? The ECOWAS court. How did it turn up?
It's still at
yes.
Hearing so.
But PK, so you don't tell me, sit here tell me that because the Bar Association of England and Wales are saying that we should reinstate the Chief Justice, not President Mahama hurriedly will do that. PK, can we in Ghana question England of how they deal with issues with regards to their constitution? No.
No, okay.
It can never happen. The Attorney General has given the Bar of England and Wales Association reasons why what we are doing is justified.
Okay.
President Mahama has not breached any law.
Okay.
Except that you are telling me that when Justice Tokonu, Chief Justice Tokonu, went to the High Court, President Mahama was the judge there. Supreme Court, President Mahama was the judge there. Except that you tell me that. Which of this court has President Mahama interfered in? Please, my brother, Nana Gwamna, please, stop that cheap politics. It will help you. We are doing everything according to the Constitution, PK.
Okay.
Now, that being said, PK, a Jack Wabana here. Oh, Nana Kwabena.
Please, if call me a Jack Wabana, I'll be with Jack Wabana of meeting.
Okay, sorry.
That man is really on fire for the past week and even this week.
So, I was on Mama Kumasi, you are Aquacoton.
I'll come back. Sorry, bias. I'll come back.
Yo, Yatsi. So, I'm going to do Yatsi.
Oh,
PK.
Yes,
my brother here, Nana Kwabena is talking as if say he just landed. Where in Germany or Japan or like I think he just landed. See how Obeto Ghana say bam. And so all the things that he's saying, it's as if it just happened within this 7-8 months of President Mahama's administration. And insecurity. And then look. The host said we should tackle this.
But I've tackled that.
But you know
in the national interest.
No, please.
Oh.
PK, let me tell you the purpose of President Mahama's travel. Even though there was an allegation that he went with a private jet.
Don't even talk about that.
I'm not talking about that.
Just focus on your.
I'm not talking about
your
that.
point elucidation. Okay.
He said President Mahama attended the 9th Tokyo International Conference on African Development.
Yeah.
There he addressed a plenary section on the economy, promoting trade, investment, and showcasing other things. 2. President Mahama, there is Ghana Presidential Investment Forum. He also headed to the Ghana Presidential Investment Forum, presenting Ghana's economic prospects and areas for investment across sectors such as energy, agri, infrastructure, and digital transformation. 3. Bilateral meeting and economic diplomacy. This meeting aimed to improve cooperation in trade, infrastructure, technical support, and investment. Okay, and another one too is diplomatic clarity, which of course my brothers I shouldn't talk about it because he knows Yachiomo. To dispel rumors and ensure transparency, officials clarified that President Mahama traveled via commercial Emirates flights.
Okay.
PK, what President Mahama did is not the first that any president has ever done in Ghana here.
Okay.
And it's not the first in the world. Every president, when you are sworn in power, when you assume office as a president, the most important thing is for you to develop your country. And PK, we are not in an isolation. Ghana is not. It's not in the middle of an ocean where there is no other country again. If Ghana is in the middle of an ocean, then you say President Mama or Kwahin or Kwakoyeding. PK, President Mahama went to Singapore and Japan.
Okay.
Just because he wanted to go and sell Ghana to the world. That is what every president or every visionary president will do. Because like other presidents come to the country here to sell their country. Yes, I was here to sell our country, irrespective of what is going on in the country. Yes, we know we don't have much infrastructures, our roads, our hospitals, our markets. But that doesn't stop the president from selling the country.
Okay.
Because these roads, we can get investors who can come and then solve or deal with our roads for us. The hospitals we are complaining about, when you sell the country, we can get people who are interested in that sector. When you sell the country, we can get people who are interested in the agriculture sector to come and invest. So if the Nakwabna here is telling me today, see, because we have issues with our agriculture sector, our health sector, our road sector, and so President Mahama shouldn't go out, shouldn't go to other jurisdictions to go and sell the country, then how do we develop our country? And you know for a fact that Ghana is not a first-class country. And so we will definitely need support from other countries. Even the almighty US.
Okay.
They gain support from other people, other countries. Even us, young Ghana, when we are even a developing country, we even support America. They come to us, they partner with us, especially in exporting our goods to them, our raw materials to them. So it is the right thing that the president has done.
Surely, for that one.
Yes, it is the right thing that he has done.
But what we are asking is this: do we have the fundamental basics? Look at our road infrastructure.
Picky, that is what I'm saying. That are you telling me because we don't have a good road structures, so President Mahama shouldn't travel? And I'm telling you that this is the main reason why he went out there.
Okay, so he went out there so that he can bring on board.
Exactly, he can bring on board people who are interested in the various sectors that we have in our economy.
Okay.
You understand?
Okay.
Because if President Mahama says me percent yes, is here, where is the money?
Okay.
You know, we didn't come to meet any money in the coffers.
That's fair.
And then we can't just say to be in Chesika. Like, we know, for other people. Or Mesha de no Chesika Sisia. Yet to be yet. And so what President Mahama is doing,
okay,
selling the country, putting the country on the globe. And PK, you see, selling the country doesn't mean that they are just coming to help us. PK,
okay.
Not because President Mahama is selling the country or selling Ghana to the world, no. It means that it is partnership. You help us, we help you. You need this. Look, we always say that there's no free lunch. And so what President Mahama is doing, he's aware that it's not free.
Okay.
It is aware that he's aware that it's not free. And so what he's bringing on board is to bring investors, is to bring people. Just like the 24-hour economy.
Yeah.
When the Honorable Gushitano told us that in the people, investors are coming in. This is what we call leadership.
Okay.
How to present, how to package the country. And so you don't tell us that because there's insecurity. Yes, insecurity can deter investors. But the president is doing his possible best with the IGP to make sure that investors who will come into the country to come and invest, they are not affected by all this.
Okay.
Except that you're telling me that US, the almighty US, security is tight to home. to the extent that you don't even hear a gunshot. You don't hear people dead. You don't hear say or more this kind of issue or that issues. Every country, every single country in this world, to the best of my knowledge, have issues to deal with. But the most important thing is how you deal with the issues.
Okay.
How you gather people. How you solicit for ideas, for funds to help deal with your issue.
Sure.
And so we should commend President Mahama for going out to sell the country. Because Obi at all the country. Everybody is branding his country to the outside world. Obi at what my country is capable of giving you if you come.
Okay.
You understand?
Yes.
It's like you for me, you see gold for oil. Gold for oil. You are telling other people that we have gold. So let's come for your oil. Come for our gold and let's come for your oil. But it doesn't even make sense. When you tell me that gold for oil, when you can go and sell the gold, get dollars, and then buy the oil.
Okay.
It doesn't even make sense. You get it?
Yeah.
So the branding or packaging Ghana to the outside world is very important. And I think that this will help. This will bring investors, because if you don't go out there, because you don't think somebody will chase you, because there are other countries who are doing it. There are other countries who are selling their countries. They are selling their sectors within the economy. They come and invest. This is what you get. And so if we fail to do that because we think our road sectors are not good, insecurity, because of this and that, is not good, so we can't sell our country, then what are we doing as our mind?
Okay.
Yes, so it means what are we doing as our mind? How do we develop our country?
Okay.
PK.
Yes, sir.
The person me bamu kakra. I say President Mahama too coin to attract investors on various sectors. Now, Ekufado no too coin na or attracted them. Former president no too coin attracted them.
But if that is the case, I mean, we still have our roads depleted. We still have the energy sector you spoke about. Ekufado has been in power for 8 years. And if today the NPP is complaining about our energy sector during that 8 years, what did he do about it?
Only him say, our president is so now our parliament. I say there's no doom so Mahama.
But is there doom so?
There doom so. Ain't no introduce to the levy, no. Mama ba sit about parliament. I can say there's no doom so.
If we listen to the reason why the NDC amended that particular energy levy. It is for the fact that we have a huge debt at the energy sector, and so we are paying this tax to tackle that debt. So it wasn't really for any doomsday thing. It is, even though if the debt should keep accumulating and we fail to pay, we are not going to get any energy supply from our IPPs. I hope you understand that fact.
See, yeah. I really understand that part.
Okay.
But for the instance, out in parliament, I make it comment say, don't so be anyone. Now, me fear about 2016. Me John Dramani Mami survey doom so.
Which is true. The NPP came, and specifically Dr. Bawumia came to say that yes, indeed, the NDC has solved doom so, but we can't applaud them for for solving a problem they caused themselves.
Yeah, exactly.
So indeed, they actually solved themselves. They did. Well. They did. Okay. Gentlemen, I think our time is up. We've done justice to both topics diligently. I have enjoyed both submissions from both.
Because you don't want us to talk to the.
I don't think
there
is anything to say about that. I mean, well, you stated it in your submission that the president used a commercial flight. So what is there to clarify again?
All right.
Okay. So thank you, gentlemen. But before we leave the studios, Nana, your last words before.
I'm just make a chair MPP for you and Ghana for you and say. Abamboni na abamboni aba inti omo show mo sapomu inso no mo form into 2028
na 2028 why na modern
2028
give you so how no support
me am for doctor Yeah, DMB. But I don't just say I'm primaries no Olusua. Main campaign and I'm party baby. Obi presenting be a party ba. Honorable Ken, Honorable Brian, Honorable Edichum, Honorable Boama. Omunyamu party ma.
All right. Patrick Abwama.
Also some platforms.
Sir.
Oh sure.
And so be.
Omunyamu party ma. Ain't no. So omunyamu party ma there. I didn't know. I was saying kasantri. No. Some say me support DMB. Me support DMB in a way that man and
sure.
Because omunyamu a high profile man.
Okay.
Or the new patriotic party.
No right. That's fair.
Ain't no. Going forward, the Miriam doctor say upcoming primaries no obey.
Okay.
Because on the best bet.
Okay.
A very well marketable candidate for the new patriotic party.
Hey, who took a 1.7 million
MPP and presented a first time candidate away winning that.
Okay.
Or consecutive times.
Okay. All right.
Or can't say about me say about a body my boy someone tell mama.
Yeah, time na so. Nti mo
buy MPP we buy with buy MPP.
Yeah. You see, we don't care. We don't care who will be the aspirants for the NPP party, because the NPP party can't match any of candidate that you ever presented. Is it Dr. Mahmoud Baumia?
Yeah.
Who told us that Obechi dollar nashe garage? We will buy kinky for 1 CD. Is it Dr. Brian Champo? So ye Jana Obeton Ghana in Nama de Busia for because he could buy the top notch Ghanaian hotels. Hey, PK. What the other MP Ponyo?
No.
Also Obeton Ghana Japadi today. Yamo made the president and the second Ghana and then Obeton our Pammy in Aqua Cote d'Ivoire near if anything war countries.
PK, Mama said.
Is it Dr. Educhum? Please,
he was very quiet.
Is it Dr. Educhum? Dr. Educhum, the Olimsa said he had been your baby. Spent most of his life abroad. Aqua Shema, I feel being Pecha baby. Is it honorable Canada Japan? On the enemy. See, I bet I'm Ghana to man who I call Pity Guabonti Amanone. Obia Shayen, or to make keep it secret. Who is qualified? Or some of who is qualified? There's nobody qualified. Yeah, so PK, I mean, Ghanaians should stay calm. We are going to Aquitia for the seats, so we can have a super majority.
The super majority will lead to nothing. The super majority will lead to nothing.
There is this member of NDC party. I have really been listening to him. The Honorable Bernard Enim PAC. Now, this man, no, I've not met him before. I have not interacted with him before. I have not even seen him physically like this before. But if I pay attention to his submissions, his presentations, whenever he's on air, PK, trust me, I always love to listen to him because of how he presents. But because look, this man will never talk if the host doesn't give him the opportunity. Like my brother Nana Kwabena is doing here. This man, hey, he will never talk. You can say all that you are saying, a bit chilly, but like I feel like, so can we all politicians be like this? Except that the host gives or grants him that opportunity to talk before he will talk. And he's a fine gentleman that I would love to meet. And I'm sure Matisse said the birthday cry 25th or so. I would really love to meet that man and then, just say hi to him, Keke.
Sure.
Bernard Enim PAC Honorable is part of the NDC Communications Team National.
Sure.
And then we acknowledge we the youth in NDC, we acknowledge the hard work you are putting in. Just like other people in the party.
Sure. All right, thank you there. And good morning to the Honorable Mr. Inimpesi Bernard, wherever you are listening to us from this morning. Your party folks acknowledge your hard work and your dedication to the party. Gentlemen, it's been a pleasure. It's been an honor. It's been great, educative and intellectual on the show this morning. And to our listeners, we thank you for sticking through with us throughout the show. This is where we'll be ending the show. As we go, there was a new song from Black Sherif. It is called Mr. Jordan. It sounds very inspirational. So, yeah, enjoy yourself with that. From my main man, my producer, DJ Cherm.